What's up, everybody? I'm EnviroBoy. This is my channel, and I'm back. And we're gonna play some Fallout 3, the Falloutening. I feel like I'm on a like copying titles pun kick for all of my video game stream titles. I don't know where it's coming from, but my stream and I get to do what I want, so y'all got to deal with it. Classic way to get everyone on my side, right? To just exhibit generalized hot-headedness and letting everything just kind of, just let myself get big from the britches and all that kind of stuff. Good stuff. Good high-quality entertainment. Anyway, we're going to play Fallout 3. I'm just going to bring us over there live, and I just want to start playing Fallout 3. It's been a while. It's been a little bit since we've had the chance to join Belinda. So I'm gonna have us do that, like, right friggin' now. Yeah, bring us live. Fallout 3 loading. I know, yeah. You gotta run it as administrator because with mods and the fact that this is like a port of an old game, takes a little bit of extra effort to get it going there. Got our cat cam going. Fast asleep right now. But she does. Can't hardly see her on the couch there. I promised cat cam, and so I shall deliver cat cam. Man of my word. My words hold little value, but I keep to them, damn it. I refuse to do it any other way. I love this game. I'm so happy that I'm playing this game right now. Like, secretly, it's like I secretly act like, oh, we have to do Jesus, what the? When did that respawn? Hardly seems fair. You do this? Crap. Right, well, we got that start. Am I crippled? Did that cripple something? Hold on. I crippled my leg. That's bullshit. I'm loading. I'm reloading. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way that I did not take care of that mine for the end of last time. Yeah, it's right there. Look at that. There's no way. There's no way. I'm too close. It either would have blown up on me already, or I would have disarmed it. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. That's BS. No, I try to limit my save scumming and stuff like that, but come on, man. That's absurd. All right, hold on. I gotta check the map. I gotta remember how to play this game. It's been like a week. Okay, that's right. There was the whole Dukov situation, but we gotta find... We're gonna have to be going to our Rivet City first. I want that identified and mapped out so we can go there, and then we'll take care of Dukov. We have not notes, quests. That's what we're replicated man. Continue to search for clues. There's internet or tell Zimmer he's dead. That one was also in. That was also in Rivet City, I think. So those are going to be eventually Rivet City. King Julian, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm doing well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Right home for Brian. Okay, that was Rivet City. I think we gotta okay, Moriarty, that's right. He's the guy we gotta talk to him. He's back at What's It Place, and Moira's back at What's It Place. So we got a whole bunch of stuff. We got reasons to go to Rivet City. So let's go back to Megaton for just a hot second, and then we'll go back to Rivet City. Where am I in this? I don't even remember what's going on. Where am I? What's happening? Belinda, what kind of messes did we get ourselves into? Okay, that brings us back to the Capital Wasteland, and that was... Right, okay. So it looks like maybe there's a bit more to explore there, so we can just sort of explore as we make our way out. And then... I think maybe there's more to explore down this doorway, too. I know we finished the moles, and that's where I called it a session. I don't remember if there's more. Oh, there's more. Oh, God, they're here. Repelled. Be repelled. There we go. Perfect. God, if only I had in-law repellent this powerful. Oh, yuck, yuck. I just got back on after getting kicked off. Well, I'm sorry you got kicked off, but I'm glad you're back. Great. Great. I guess that's a dead end. what's over here. It sounds dangerous up there. And it sounds like I'm going to want a little more than a repellent stick. Let's see here. That's what will give you the good stuff. That's, you know, oftentimes the hospital is the best way for a person to just get wrecked. Take the wins where you can get them, am I right? Alright, let's equip. Am I about to die? Oh, you're automatically red. There we go. Who's tearing who apart now? Who's causing problems? I know there's another one coming. Wait for it. Wait for it. Come on. Come do something, I dare you. Dare you. There you are. Whee! Linda's the best. Can't stop her. Alright, let's see. We're definitely gonna take our rounds and stuff. I don't know if we can repair our assault rifle anymore. There's one way to find out. We'll take that. The sadist armor is not helpful for us. We've got combat armor on, I'm pretty sure. Okay, same thing. We might just be dropping those assault rifles, but we'll give it a shot here. Okay, we can repair. We can repair only one, though. Alright, exit. Let's go ahead and just drop that sucker then. Taking up too much space. We're not actually using. Really wish. I keep pressing M for map, and it's not set up that way. I wonder if there's a way if I can map buttons. Probably, but I'm not going to. All still unexplored territory for Belinda here. Were those two? Oh, okay. There's more red. I was gonna say, I was like, were those two the only raiders here? Might still be the only raiders. That one's dead. Yeah, it's the mole rats that are still alive. Okay. Oh god! Oh god! He's coming! Oh lord, he's coming! Okay, there we go. Great. Look at that. We shot his head off, as one might expect to happen. Okay, we came in through that way, so we got to explore this way. Because you better believe, if we're already down here, we're not gonna not explore everything. Okay, let's see. Where does this door go first? Open the door. Open the door. Dead? Yeah, there's a lot of already dead stuff in here. Okay. Who's killing all these things? Was it just those two raiders? It's weird that there would only be the two. I don't need that. What's in here? Money, that's just free cash. We'll take that. Workbench. I don't know that we need the workbench for anything other than I'm trying to make right now. We could take the mine. That's not bad. Not a bad find right there. Open that metal box. Get that pre-war money. Hell yeah. The toolbox. Nothing. Probably need that. Great. That was minimally profitable. Great. Oh, look, another door. I believe they missed that the first time. So apparently the raiders were nesting in here. You can tell by the torn apart newspapers. They were in the process of building their bedding. Really quite impressive. You can kind of see the evolution of the raider. They have created this as the bedroom, clearly. And they wouldn't actually be using this corner of the areas of the sewers for their toilet. They've actually evolved to the point that they're like hamsters, and they'll use probably that room over there for their toilet, because you can tell there's no newspaper over there. So it's really quite fascinating that they have really come so far. We would almost be proud of them if they weren't also murderous pricks. But you know, we take the fascinating victories while we can. They also tend to store knives with their bedding. That's how you can tell that it's their bedroom. They store their weapons, much the same as how a crazy person might hide something under their pillow. They're a bit more responsible about it because they don't want to accidentally cut open their heads while they're in the middle of sleeping. But they will oftentimes keep weapons near where they sleep, so So that way, if they need to quickly murder people in a caravan, they have their stuff ready to go. So it's quite a fascinating situation. It's a very interesting bit of wasteland anthropology. Does that take us to Georgetown? It'd be kind of interesting to explore Georgetown, but is there much more for us to explore? Yeah, there's like this whole area over here. I haven't explored that area, and we know it's going to be clear to like run around here, so we'll just go ahead and head on back. Let's see. You can't leave a place until you've fully explored it. Otherwise, you'll never know if you fully explored something. The only problem with my approach of fully exploring a place before you leave it is I oftentimes end up... Yeah, they're dead. I oftentimes end up, like, forgetting about side quests and stuff. Because... Did I already check this door? Oh, yeah, that was the dead-end door. That was the disappointment door. That was the dead-end door to disappointment and despair. But yeah, I'll oftentimes forget about side quests that I find as I'm going. Because it was, like, too thorough early on. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta... Jeez, oh, Pete, I almost got myself killed there. I gotta be careful here, because... As we learned, the mines apparently are respawning upon a save load. So I gotta be careful about this. Gotta like actually disarm them all again. Which on a scale of 1 to 10 is indeed a load of baloney, but here we are. We are. Oh my gosh, loved. Why past tense? I still do love this game. This game is... Oh god! Oh god! Oh lord! Oh lord! Oh lord! Die! 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 I still do love this game. Oh lordy. I know I should be using VATS here, but I don't think I'm close enough to have particularly good chances of hitting. Besides, Belinda's too good for VATS. Too good. She don't need it. Anyway, what kind of goodies can we find here? That can we need to check and see if we can use that. We can repair with this thing. Oh yeah, we can repair with that thing. I'm talking about. Yeah, this game is still to this day one of my favorite games. I absolutely love this game. It's one of the few games that I will regularly replay and not get tired of. Like a lot of games, even games that I would consider to be some of my favorite games of all time, just aren't fun on a replay. A really good example of that for me has been Breath of the Wild. I loved that game. I played that game so thoroughly, but something about it just, I can't play it again because it doesn't... I think it's because that time it was like just such a perfect time in my life playing that game because I was so stressed about other stuff going on that it just... No other playing experience matches it. But this game, like something about it just... so thoroughly like hits all the right buttons that I can play it as many times as I want and I don't get tired of it. It's awesome. Lore and overall story. Yeah, I mean the lore and story are fun, but for me, like I think for me what does it is just the gameplay loop. Of just like people don't think of it as a dungeon crawl game, but Fallout and Skyrim both are just such good examples. Jesus Christ, I thought that was a bomb about to blow up on me for a second there. They're such solid dungeon crawls as the gameplay loop is the thing about them. And so it's just, for me, something about the process of find a location, enter location, kill things, loot location. Just, it never gets old. I always find it so satisfying. Like, part of me really wishes that there was a functional sort of procedural version of Fallout where it's just like you have like a wasteland that's endless and it just creates dungeons and you could just like explore it forever, like, you know, or just keep restarting like a roguelike or something, like Binding of Isaac or whatever. Like, I would play that game. I don't know if I would need another game ever. I would just play that one. It would be amazing. Let's see. I don't use them. Oh, that's what Rock Salt's key went to. I knew I had that, but I didn't know what it went to. Repair that. We have our silenced pistol. That's the one that yeah, there it is. Here, I want to try and repair. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I love most about looting. It's hard to say. I think it's just like finding the things that are useful. Like, I love finding guns that I can use to repair the guns that I have. I like going through. I think part of it is I like sorting through and determining which things are worth taking and which things aren't. Because like the first time I played this game, I definitely felt, okay, we already looted that person. First time I ever played this game, I was definitely the person who, like, I overdid the looting. Like, I looted everything, and I would take everything. Like, you know, it's like I can't leave behind the vacuum engines, because what if I go to the dust cave and we need to vacuum it all? I don't know what's gonna be here. And so, like, I played that game and it was all weight management, but I almost like it more now that I know what things I do and don't want for each playthrough, because I can just kind of go through, and it's almost more exciting when I find something that does have the stuff that I want or the stuff that I need, because it's like, oh yes, score, right? It's like, it's almost like like if it were a real life apocalypse and I go through and all of a sudden I find like a huge stash of non-perishable foods, and I'm like, oh fuck yes, Pop-Tarts, right? And it's like suddenly I'm super excited about the fact that I get to survive longer, right? It's like just something about it, like that dopamine, it just hits just right for me, and I love it. I can't get enough of it, and I wish, like I say, I wish either more games had done that, or they recognized that was like one of the most valuable man, oh man, we didn't get anything on this. One of the most valuable parts of the gameplay loop here, and like they could just replicate that and let it be, you know, a procedurally generated dungeon crawler. Like, I would love that. Like, I feel like it fits the same itches when, like, I'm playing D&D, because I do the DMing stuff, but like as a player, when we're doing D&D and when we loot the bodies and we get to like search through and find out what an enemy was carrying, and we find like, oh yes, they had money, oh yes, they had a couple potions, and you take those things and you can leave everything else, right? Like, it's just so satisfying, it's so fun, and I feel like these games really hit that, they really press that dopamine button just right. I'm like that hamster that, you know, every time I press the button I get a little hit of cocaine directly to the brain. I'm just like, fuck, I'll press that button until I die. Hell yeah. Roguelite, Fallout, Pog, yeah, for sure, no doubt. I would play the crap out of that game. I would never need to buy another game. I probably still would buy games, because that's what Steam sales are all about, but I wouldn't need to. All right, hold on, I'm supposed to be entering the ceiling. Damn. Okay, so it can't be hearing, it can't be dealing. Enclave? It could be Enclave. There it is. Ha. See, like, even these puzzles, they're like simple, but they still require you to think. So like, they're the right level of satisfying. They don't get frustrating, but they still make you work. And it's just like, everything about it just hits just right for me. And that's just like, it's just for me. I'm not even gonna sit here and act like, oh, everyone needs to love these games as much as I do. They just, they press every button just right for me, and I love it. Yeah, I'll take that stim pack. See, like this one, I know I don't need blood packs, and I know I don't need dirty water. So I'm like, leave that. But then I see the stim pack, I'm like, oh yes, got it, hell yeah. Look at that, 6 bottle caps. Hell yeah, I can use those. Hell yeah. What's this? What do they got in here? Okay, oh yeah, we got bottle cap. Oh shit, yeah, we got a power fist. I can use that. Whiskey, fuck that. I don't need that. I don't need that shit. The grenade, yeah, fuck yeah, grenades. I don't need this many grenades, but I could sell them. Hell yeah. Right? It's like, that's what my little brain hamster that's just running the wheel over and over and over again looking for rewards. It's like, that's what he's thinking. That's what the Envira brain up there is doing right now. It's simple, but boy oh boy is it easy to please. Yeah, I love these games. Can't get enough. I feel like the only game that I consistently play, like replay more often than like Fallout games, because even Fallout hits better for me than Skyrim, just because I like sci-fi a bit more than I like fantasy, and that's just my personal tastes. I think the only other game, shit, we gotta wait. I'm not doing this like just standing around. Hold on, what was the wait button? Oh, we can't when there's enemies nearby, that's why I asked. Oh god bless America, what is happening? I'll wait for them to come closer. They're gonna try and melee me? Oh god damn, the Talon Company, they're just like all over my ass right now. Okay, alright, Belinda, we need VATS here. These guys are they came to play. But let's prove to them that they're not the only ones who can do the whole murder hobo thing. him. We got him. We got him. Look at that guy. Look at that guy in his goofy haircut. We got him. Linda! Linda, you're better than this. I know it was only 50% chance, but still, you're better than this. And let's see what I tell you. Oh, wait, there's one more still. Wait. For it. Next Elder Scrolls on PC, whenever that comes, maybe 2-3 decades from now. One day. I'm very cynical about Bethesda these days, and I think the reason why... Dang it, this is... Okay, we'll come back. I gotta wait. I can't do this in the middle of the night. Too dark. Give it 7 hours here. Let's try that. I've been very cynical about them lately, and it's been frustrating because... And it's because I know the games are capable of, right? I know they're capable of games like Fallout and Skyrim here, right? Like I know, or the Elder Scrolls, I should say, because it wasn't just Skyrim that was amazing. All of the Elder Scrolls have been amazing. Like they're capable of so much, and they've really just dug their heels in so hard to the concept of making money with minimal work, right? They just keep re-releasing the same games. And it's not that it takes no work to remaster and re-release and port the games, but it just like that's all they do anymore. And it's like, guys, like I want a game, not a remake, like not a reboot. I think that the Talon combat armor can be used to repair our armor, so we're absolutely gonna leave these guys naked, 100%. I repair with that. Well, I know we're over encumbered right now. We're gonna repair real. Kill Belinda. Well, yeah, that ain't happening. It's been all over my ass, and good because I can kill him and get free stuff. Deserve cynicism. Yeah, it's frustrating, right? It's really frustrating. Like I want to have faith in them, and I'm sure. What's that new one they're gonna release? It's that new space themed one. I'm forgetting about it, and like I'm forgetting the name of it. Fact of the matter is, I don't buy games on release. That's just not what I do. I try to wait until there's like a price drop, or it's definitely been proved to be worth the price tag. Because that's just personal policy. I try to make sure I do that, and financially speaking, it's usually better for me if I can wait until a price drop. So I won't buy it upon release. But the fact is, I'll probably end up buying it. I'll probably end up liking it as long as it's anywhere near the quality that their games typically are. I think it's going to be more responsible to like this here. Gotta check and make sure this isn't an important working meal. Nope, it is not. Oh, we're good. So yeah, it's just, it's one of those things, like I'll probably play it and it'll probably be awesome, but it is frustrating when we know what they're capable of and they're just not doing it. Oh yeah, it would absolutely be better if more people were more discerning. Like, I get the appeal of pre-ordering, and I feel like it's not even... I don't even like the blanket statement of never pre-order, because depending on the situation and your interests, that's perfectly fine. But I do wish people... I agree. I wish more people were a bit more attentive and didn't just immediately get lulled in by like a discount on a DLC pack, right, or something like that, or a cosmetic, day one release thing. I wish more people were willing to be patient to find out for sure something is gonna deliver. It would be healthier for the industry. There's no doubt about that.
No more games. Time to die.
Who's yelling at me? Oh, I saw you moving through there. Champ, you're making a lot of... Oh, there you are. I was gonna say you're making a lot of noise, but you're talking the talk, but you ain't walking the walk, champ. But here we go. We got it. I guess I should check and make sure that my hunting rifle is all good to go. I mean, they're giving me free weapons here. I might as well make sure everything's all prepared up as good as it can be. Yeah, okay. But we're just gonna go ahead and drop that spirit. Carrying around extra crap. I'm gonna find 1 million of them before the game's over anyway. So I'm hoping I can kill all these guys and then find a mattress to sleep on, so I don't have feelings. Let's see. Yeah, it would be better. It would generally be better for the field if people waited until there was actually delivery on product rather than paying money beforehand. Like if you're... Oh, that's what's causing it. Well, the Centaur's not my immediate concern because it does not have the same ranged risk for me right now as the guy shooting me. Where'd that Centaur go? Oh, is he gonna take the long way around that pile? Yep, there he is. Bum 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 bum. There we go. All right, now we look for a mattress. Now we look for a mattress. Yeah, it's really interesting how prolific the concept of pre-ordering has become too. Like, it's one thing if it's DLC, where it's like, at the very least, like, the DLC thing is definitely, like, DLC and loot boxes are definitely getting out of hand, but, like, and loot boxes kind of fit the same category, but, like, DLC in general, at least with that one, like, you're paying and getting a tangible thing when you pay the money. Pre-ordering a game is just you buying something without even having it in hand, right? Like, I guess some people would, like, pre-order a car. Like, people have been doing that with the, sweet Ford bottle kit. Like, people have been doing that with, like, the Ford electric trucks and stuff all the time. We're absolutely going to check out the grocer, but I got to go loot that one body. But yeah, it's like with DLCs, at least you kind of get something. But pre-ordering, you're not even getting anything tangibly, and that's the hard part about it. Like I say, you know, I can understand just depending on your interests and what the thing you're pre-ordering is. But until it's been delivered and you know it's at least a functional product, I guess it's just, maybe it depends on, you know, whether you're someone who has a substantial amount of disposable income that you're willing to take more of a investment standpoint on the things you like rather than just a purchase standpoint. You know, that might be, maybe that's part of it. Like, if I had more money and I could look at more of giving away dollars from an investment standpoint rather than just a purchase standpoint, you know, maybe my mindset would change. But a pre-order really isn't even an investment per se, because the thing's already underway. Like, Kickstarter is an investment, right? You're helping invest in something that's going to eventually pay off, is the idea. And the idea is then you get, like, a discount on what the product is. This is what it's supposed to be. But I don't know. It's ultimately, it's all economics that other people know a hell of a lot more about it than I do. Truthfully, I don't really actually know what I'm talking about. I can just sort of, like, follow certain logical loops and, you know, see what conclusions they reach, but I don't actually know anything about it all. Put up $3. If that radio plays, I might get copyright struck. I don't know. Don't know. You can't know these things. Can't know these things. Why I don't do karaoke super often on stream, because, you know, what if I sing too good and they think that I'm just playing a copy of the song? You get copyright struck, and all I was doing was, you know, having the voice of an angel. Arc if early access counts. Yeah, I feel like early access, depending on the company doing it and how they're doing it, like, it could count as an investment versus, you know, a pre-order or something like that. I don't know. It just, I guess really ultimately what it comes down to is, one way or another, no matter what no matter what form it takes. Ooh, sweet. We'll take a stealth boy. Hell yeah. No matter what form it takes, just generally speaking, like you say, being more discerning about your purchases. Probably a better way to be. I mean, in general, I feel like a lot of people's money issues would probably be solved if they were more discerning in how they spend their money. Right? Like, that's how people end up in, you know, in supreme debt, because they're not very discerning about how they spend their money, and they end up overspending. They end up spending more than what they have. Are you a friend? Who are you? I don't want to pickpocket you. I just don't understand who you are to me. I just want to talk to you. Are we purchasing things? Is that what's happening here, scavenger friend?
Yeah?
Yeah. Got anything for sale?
Take a look. Welcome to godforsaken hellhole. Not much to look at, but it's all mine.
Okay, I'm 90% sure she's going to try and eat my eyeballs, but I do appreciate her optimism. Let's see what we can sell. She has 188 caps. Let's get rid of some stuff. Let's unload a little bit here. Bottle cap mines, these are really just good for selling, honestly. Although I think if I dismantle them, I get more, so I should hold on to that for now. A lot of things, like, I really only try to keep 5 in stock of most, like, consumables, like non-stim pack drugs, that's what I was gonna say, or explosives, because I just don't use explosives much in this game. So okay, if I've got 13, I want to keep 5. That means I want to sell 8. Like, I just don't, the way I play this game, I just don't use explosives much. So it's like, those are just free money, really. Keep a handful of them in case I need them, but like, look at that. Look at all those frag mines. Sell 11 of those. How are we doing here? Okay, we've maxed out her caps. Let's take some other stuff from her here. Do you have stim packs? The most important thing. You do not. Missile launchers. They got missiles. It might not be a bad idea to buy a missile launcher. They're terrible. I know I've got missiles. I don't think I have a launcher. I think I'd actually rather take the ammo there. Okay, well, yeah, then let's get missile. Okay, what else is there to sell? I'm not actually super thrilled about getting a missile launcher because that's a lot of weight to have to carry around. I want to maximize my sells and purchases. Actually, wait, hold on. Essentials. I guess actually the smartest thing is to just leave it there. Maybe another missile? Got 7 of those. Don't wait. Okay, yeah, let's take the other missile and we'll just do that. I'm not gonna worry about the launcher, right? I can't remember if I have a launcher or not, but ultimately I'm not planning on using them anytime soon. That's another one that's just, if there's a situation where I feel like it'll be handy, I can just fast travel, grab it, and then go blow shit up. So let's see. Let's sell 2 of these suckers. Okay, we can still give her more medics. 5 of those. We're getting there. Mentats, sell 2 of those. Very close. How many we can get basically 10 more, so let's get rid of 2 of those. And basically she's getting 1 free cap. She's profiting 1 cap in total, like with the value of everything there. So we'll accept that. I accept these terms.
Give me a shout if you need anything else.
Okay. I gotta get going. Hi. Is it stealing if I like look through, if I rifle through your shit? Does not seem to be considering it stealing. Don't mind me stepping on you while you're sleeping. I'm gonna rifle through all your shit and take things valuable. Oh, don't mind me. Here, I'll sneak around so that way it can at least seem like I'm being stealthy about it, rather than just like flat out robbing you from under your nose. Oh, I guess it kind of looks like maybe she's already looted. God damn it. Why would you loot everything so I can't loot everything? God. All right, anyway. No, if there's much else for... We gotta go to the other side of the... I want to keep doing stuff around it. This song, so I've got my retrowave copyright free retrowave playlist going on right now. One of my favorite playlists, especially when we're playing sci-fi games. I'm not gonna get in trouble. It's copyright free, but this song cracks me up because in the background it's just got like, I go to the tepid sewer, radiation camp. Okay, yeah, that's where we came. Oh, there's anywhere else for us to go around here. Oh wait, hold on. No, yeah, there's that. Literally the thing that I was just looking at. Must be down here. But this song cracks me up because like it's got a very obvious like MIDI saxophone going on, and the guy's just going nuts with that MIDI saxophone. It cracks me up. Oh boy. But yeah, no, adding this playlist is one of the best decisions. This is copyright free, but then we still get some rad sound effects. Gotcha. Oh beans. Oh beans. Here we go. 7% chance. I'll take those odds. See? It was worth it. Where'd you go, Belinda? Belinda, you're such a badass. We still need a bed. We need to find a mattress. Marlick meat. Nope. Not interested in any of that. No, there's like some applications for it, but I just don't have much interest in that. It's just kind of gross and creepy. Crab people. Crab people. Am I not being accosted by crab people right now? Ew, they're all slimy. What if I look too close, my little baby will come out like a face hugger? I know the answer to that. It's no. I've played this game enough. That's not how they work. But man, it would be creepy Can you imagine? Ugh. I can, and I don't like imagining it. Sneaky. Surprise, motherfucker. Got him. Oh, it's radiation. I was like, why is everything red? I'm slowly dying. Oh, good, a dead human. That's reassuring. Dead settler. Does he have extra clothes? It's weird. I'll take that. I don't know if we can do any more repairs on our silenced pistol, but we'll give it a shot. Give it a shot. Silenced pistol. Repair that. Oh, we can. Look at that. There we go. It was good. It was a good loot. It was a good body search. Belinda's really good at the dead body cavity searches. But she doesn't enjoy it, though. Don't get any wrong thoughts, okay? Belinda, she doesn't do it because she likes it. She does it because she has to, okay? She's a survivor. Only reason she does it. Didn't have to, she wouldn't. Disrespectful and gross. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do if you're gonna survive. This is very labyrinthian. Caution on what? Who's costing me? Oh, I didn't realize I was leaving here. I want to finish mapping out this area. Must be something down in here. Right? Like, what else would it be, right? Oh! Hi, friendo. I guess I should be searching. They pretty much always have Mirelurk me, but sometimes you just randomly find caps. I guess even crab people like shiny things. Okay, so this was down into that water, and that'll lead into that room. We're totally gonna get irradiated, but we got meds for that. Take a breath. Is there any reason to be in here? Nope, I'm just dying. Okay, well, that was a fun experiment. See, these are the things that Belinda's willing to do, and that's why people like Moira trust her, right? Because Belinda's willing to get dirty. She's willing to go in there. She's willing to be the one that makes the sausage, right? No one, people don't even want to know how the sausage gets made, but Belinda, she doesn't just know. She does it, okay? She's willing to do that. She does that for us. For you, for me, for us. She's a hero. You don't respect that, then she's not the hero you deserve. She's your Batman. And you best respect that. Anyway, this conversation got weird. But what isn't weird in this situation? It's weird. I really wish that you could like stomp them or something. Give them the old squish, the old squisharoo. There's obviously it's gonna be a Mirelurk. Belinda's willing to go where no human has gone before. Hi, friendo. Oh, they swim faster than me. Oh god, Belinda. Oh god, our head's crippled. Belinda, I apologize for crippling your head. We can take care of this. Luckily, we have magical equipment to do exactly that. And boom, there we go. Okay, good enough for now. Really, I'd prefer to find a bed, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I feel like drowning my. There's really nothing of value in here. Great. Hold up. Nope, don't need to worry about that. All these emails coming in all the time. Gotta check and make sure they're not important. Important we pause, and if they're not, we continue. I get so many just like newsletter emails for my work. It drives me insane. And they're like work-related newsletters, so I can't just like unsubscribe because it's work newsletters to my work email. Be nice if I could unsubscribe, but that's just not, that ain't how it works. Okay, I should be paying attention to making sure there's not like traps. Because looking at this, it looks like maybe the Mirelurks aren't the ones in charge of me. Maybe not. I don't know. But you know what? Like we say, Belinda's willing to... Yeah, this is not Mirelurk territory at this point in time. We gotta make sure we're avoiding traps appropriately. Well, what? Wasteland Survival Guide. Look at the ground where you're walking. Otherwise, you might step on mine and blow yourself up. Cripple your own foot. Place actually looks pretty deserted. I don't know if it's alive here. I think it's probably a dead end, but we're gonna check that and make sure. You'll always, everyone knows it's standard order of operations for a dungeon crawl. You check the obvious dead ends first, because you're going to go to the not dead ends last, right? Like that's because that's where you're ultimately trying to end up. You know you're gonna end up there. Ugh. Blood. Which I guess really is just pretty business as usual wasteland. Okay, coffee mug, we don't need that. This is clearly at least a recently inhabited place. I don't remember this place at all, though. I don't remember where I am. To be honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. We're just kind of dungeon crawling here. Ah, we're at Arlington. Oh yeah, why not? Let's go check out Arlington Utility. Let's do it. You Arlington Utility at Arlington, Utarlington. Like Mirelurks and Raiders? Nope, just Mirelurks now. That was incredible. Oops. Oh god, no! It was fine. Never a doubt. Never a doubt. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be fine. I knew it would be fine all along. Oh, you kind of got messed up there, didn't you, friend? That was that guy's head. That head belongs to that body. Okay, good. Yes, we do clearly need to upgrade our rifle, considering, or repair our rifle, considering it just got jammed. Wow, you got really kind of messed up there, didn't you, champ? He was awesome. Oh, this game so much. Okay, items. Where's that assault rifle? Fix that thing up. Okay, that's all good to go. Oh, excuse me. Apologize for the yawn. Please don't assume that means I'm bored. It just means that I'm busy and don't sleep enough at night. There's only half a joke in that, by the way. It's many nights. It's a question whether or not I'm going to get enough sleep because I'm so busy. Like tonight, after this, I gotta go do some kickboxing coaching, and it'll be a good night if I'm home before 8 p.m., which means that it'll be a good night if I'm eating dinner before 8 p.m., which means it'll be a good night if I'm in bed before 10.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I agree. Okay, maybe I should be a bit carefuler? A bit more careful with my ammo usage here. Alright, because it's not just about ammo conservation, right? It's also about repairing my, the build quality of all my guns and stuff. If I shoot too many bullets without really caring about who they're going for, then I'm just damaging my weapons. I'm wearing them down too fast, man. Can't do that. Void bottles. Detonate. Whee! So funny that their heads just like fly off. I wonder if it's something about the nuclear apocalypse. I wonder if there's like a, I've never really looked into it. I wonder if there's like a in lore explanation for why it is everyone's head is so quick to pop off, like a little kid with a dandelion, just like boop, and then, like they go flying off. Like the radiation, it's weakened the necks of everyone who lives in the wastelands, and everyone has permanent lose your headitis. everyone's just like it's like a dragonfly, right? It's just like barely hanging on there. If they just hit a window just wrong, the head falls right off. It's just pop right off, man. It's gruesome. It's brutal. Brutal world we live in here, the wastelands. Same thing. I want to try and not kick too many bottles or cans. So I can get away with. Do the creep. Oh, do the creep. Oh.
I'm gonna tear you up.
Wow, you just really weren't interested in using the range that rifle gives you at all, were you? No skin off my nose. I think actually what amazes me about the concept of shooting their heads off is the head is always in like pristine condition by the end of the whole deal, which tells me that Belinda is an absolute crack shot that just nails everyone directly on the neck and uses bullets as like a saw on the neck to take care of the whole situation there, which is just absolutely remarkable. I mean, add a girl, Belinda. Way to handle it. I just received a text from an email address. How much you want to bet that's spam? Let's see here. Oh no, they've locked my Amazon account due to unusual activity. This website, this email address that looks like it was randomly generated because it's just a bunch of random letters and numbers. Oh no. Oh no, not my Amazon account. Do you suppose I should respond to this shifty email? Oh man, that's funny. Anyway, we'll be deleting that without even opening it, and then the smart move here, which I will do after the stream. There's no way am I logging onto my Amazon account in front of all you dorks. Not because I'm worried about anyone doxing me or stealing stuff. It's because I don't want you to see the gratuitous amount of shifty items I purchased on Amazon. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, legitimately there's shifty activity going on, but it wasn't Amazon, it's the FBI that shut it down. No, realistically, the smart move is you then go to Amazon.com and check your account through Amazon directly, rather than trusting some stranger who texts you. I had that conversation, I forget who I was having the conversation with, but that's like the thing that's too bad about that, because you look at those things and you think like, oh man, that's so obvious, like who would fall for that? Oh, I remember who I was having the conversation with. I was having the conversation with my mother. Because my grandmother received like one of those, it was like the old school kind, right? Where it was like a letter, it was one of them letters about your car warranty or something like that, or it was like her house warranty or something. One of those ones. And she's getting kind of up there, and some things confuse her a bit more easily than they used to. And it's like, that's the thing that sucks about those things. It's the thing that's so sinister and shifty and skeezy about those, is because they're not trying to get those of us who are here and savvy enough to be aware that obviously that's a scam, right? They're trying to take advantage of the old people who, it's not even a matter of them being like dumb. A lot of times it's them like, you know, like my grandma is far from a stupid individual, but she's getting up there in years, and her cognitive abilities are, you know, waning a little bit. That's what happens to people when they get old, right? That's just aging. And so she's far from stupid, and when she's, you know, not having a bad day, perfectly cognitive, same exact grandmother we've always known, but, you know, some days she has bad days, and, you know, and she has a tough time with that, and so we make sure to keep a close eye on her. My family has like between my parents and their siblings, right, they have, you know, making sure someone's checking in on her every day and see how she's doing and all that kind of stuff. Oh, weird. Pop. Oh, did I walk in on something awkward? You guys being mashed up against each other against the bed? Did I interrupt? I'm actually genuinely kind of sorry. But hey, at least your buddy, he probably died in ecstasy. Would you run? Oh, well, he's gonna run and cower. I guess I don't care. If he brings reinforcements, I'll deal with them too. But yeah, at any rate, like that's the thing that's really shifty about it, because like they're not even taking care of like people. They're taking advantage of old people as in they're dumb. They're old people as in like they're not at the same level of awareness that they once were when they were younger. So it's just taking advantage of people who just don't, you know, they're not capable of knowing better. You know, and that's the thing that's just so... Sorry, that was just so perfect, because that one did hit him right in the neck, and the head just kind of like... Mwah. At any rate, yeah, I don't know. That's just... It's so skeezy. It's so skeezy what those things do, and that's for me why I hate them. Like, you know, it's like it's easy enough to hate them because of just like the generalized insult of like, how stupid do you think I am? But the thing is it's like, it's not how stupid they think I am. It's how gullible they know other people are, right? And it's not even like taking advantage of someone who deserves it. It's just a matter of, you know, taking advantage of people who don't have the faculty to not get taken advantage of. And it's just, ugh, it's so shifty. I hate it. Hate that kind of stuff. So anyway, that was a really long explanation of my attitude towards receiving a spam text like that. But I don't know, man. Just the world's full of some really nasty people, and it's why we can't have nice things. Right? We all know that's the truth, right? Can't have nice things exactly because of those types of people. Did I loot you? I didn't, but now I have. Yeah, I really wish there weren't shifty people in the world too. Because like the thing that I hate about that too is like the flip side of it is, and I know there's a lot of irony behind this one because I tend to be a relatively cynical person. But the flip side of it is I hate when people are too cynical, right? And they don't trust anyone ever, right? Like I hate that too. It's like sometimes you got to be able to trust people, but the fact is the number of shifty, skeezy people in the world makes it so it's like I get it, and I even fall for it. Like you got to be cynical sometimes. Ugh, it's just a nasty way for the world to exist, right? It doesn't help the world go round in a positive way, and I don't know. I wish more people, well, I guess the way to phrase this is, I wish less people were like that. I wish it were more uncommon. I already think it is uncommon, but I wish it were even more so. Because like bad humans give good humans a bad name, you know what I mean? Like it's that whole concept of one bad apple ruins the bunch. You know, that whole adage, because it's so true, right? Like all it takes is just a handful of people. Oops, I don't. Shoot, what? That damn. Get rid of that. I don't want that combat knife. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like really milking this soapbox here at this point in time. The point is, make sure you're doing your part to not be a crappy person in the world, because there's too many of them. And the average person is a good person, and the more crappy people there are, the more justified it is for a good person to stop being a good person or believing in good people. And that's bad. That's always bad. So, you know, be good to each other. Like what a new take, right? Who doesn't say that every day? But I guess it's like walk the walk. We can all talk the talk, but can we walk the walk? I don't know why I'm still having this conversation. Just this important stuff, man. At any rate, I'm gonna find more strangers to murder in this game. Yeah, we already looked at that. Wasn't this one where we came from? I feel like that's maybe where we came. Yeah, we've already searched up here. Yeah, we already searched up there. I'm assuming I don't really need to be... Wait, hold on. Were there beds in here? Yes, there are beds in here. Let's go ahead and let's just have a little napsy poo here. Look at that. No, Belinda is no longer crippled anywhere. Fuck me, man. If I could just like take an hour-long nap and be cured of any ailment. Good lord. Can you imagine? Like, that's one way that we could get rid of a whole lot of skeezy people in this world. If we could take a nap and not need medical attention, then, you know, all them shifty insurance companies, gone in a day. In a minute. We suddenly, like, I'd be canceling mine. I'd be like, I don't need you. I'm gonna go take a nap. I don't need no doctors. I'm gonna take a nap. I don't need no insurance. I'm just gonna go sleep it off. Like, literally, I'll sleep it off. That's literally what I can do. Not just turn a phrase anymore, baby. That's my life. Whoa, whoops. Oh, the game crashed. Well, let's see if we lost too much progress. When did autosave take over? It might, man. Been a while back there. The one problem with this game, it's a twofold. I'm assuming it's a twofold problem. One, I know this game tends to have some. Oh, good, because we just slept. We're good to go. But because this game is technically a port, not just like, you know, to computers, but like to modern day systems and softwares and operating systems and stuff. But I also do have a metric ton of mods thrown on this sucker. I have a whole ton of mods thrown on here. They're all just graphic ones, so they tend to be, and graphic mods tend to, in my experience, be a bit more stable and reliable. Not a hard and fast rule, but a tendency. It tends to be the situation. Goes to Arlington. Where are we on the map? Yeah, I think that we came from there. Yeah. I think this is the natural progression of where all this stuff goes. Wait, haven't we been here? Haven't I explored this? No, I haven't explored Arlington yet. Not on this playthrough. This is the type of shit that starts happening when you played a game a bunch of times. You start remembering. Was that this time through? Wasteland, Metro. Okay, we'll do that in a second, but I want to finish Arlington. In real life, Arlington Cemetery is actually one of the coolest places I've ever been in my life. I got to go to Arlington. It was a really cool place. A lot of sort of. Wait, if I... Dang it, it saved from before I slept and then I left the beds behind. Alright, well, we're just going to have to make sure we survive here. I'm running back just for that bed right now. Yeah, Arlington's one of the cooler places I've ever been. Like, the whole changing of the guard thing. Like, a lot of times I tend to be of the mindset that, like, too much ritual or pomp and circumstance is a little silly. That tends to be my attitude. But I will say that the changing of the guard is a really cool ceremony. It's a really cool thing to see, and anyone who has the opportunity to do it, it's worth the visit. It's worth the visit to Arlington to do that. I will say that. There's something really like kind of powerful about the reverence of the changing of the guard of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. I think it's a really cool thing to see. But, you know, that's my take. That's just my take, and I'm betting that's not going on in the game right now. Take that assault rifle. We can do that. I'm pretty sure we've got our pistol pretty maxed out right now, but we'll check it. Assault rifle, we can pretty much always be repairing this thing so much right now. And then it was the silence pistol that we can just check and see. We're pretty maxed out on that silence pistol. Go ahead and just drop that. Oh, wait, we don't need to be carrying, right? Was there any beds? I wonder if they'll let me sleep in a coffin or something. That's ghoulish. That might be a little too dark for Arlington, I'll be perfectly honest. I don't feel good about that joke. It's low-hanging fruit, and it just feels disrespectful. I don't know. I should be better than that. Kidding me? Seeing any other item? I forget exactly what there is in this exact area here. cemetery. Pretty sure that's supposed to be the tomb of the unknown soldier right there. Obviously not completely to scale. Or like, let's say that, like it might be to scale, but like scaled down. But like it's not a real life distance scale, you know what I mean? I'll just say what I'm trying to say. If you want a wordsmith, go watch an Englisher. That's what this has to be. Really looks like it's kind of modeled after that. Like, you go through here. Right, like, that's what this platform would, in theory, be, I think. Hold on, can we wait? Here, like I say, I hate nighttime in this game. It's way too dark. Way too dark. Unless there's an actual explicit reason that I have to be here during nighttime, I ain't doing it. You can't make me. You just can't make me. We'll just go ahead and wait through the night. Look at our map, I guess. Actually, where are we on the overall map? Yeah, we're over here. So it's fine for us to kind of explore this because ultimately we need to go back to Megaton. So ultimately we need to be on the surface on this side of the river anyway. So it's like we might as well kind of explore a bit and make sure we're finding any goodies that, you know, a graveyard has to offer. Sounds more ghoulish when I say it out loud. I'm not as proud of my accomplishments having successfully pilfered everything there is to pilfer out of this place. Not quite the same as going into some raider camp and taking all their stuff. It's a bit heavier of a decision to be here doing this. When here at the Arlington house, that just so happens in this world to have the exact same pre-war money, the exact same layout as every other house in the world. That was easy. Look at that. I do like kind of the thematic concept of that though, like the Arlington house, right? It's like, you know, in theory they would, you know, the guards would have their guns and stuff stored up. Makes sense. First aid box. We don't want 2 dirty waters, but I will take a stim pack. Ooh, big book of science. Yes, we can do that. That right now. Items, aid, book of science. That shit by 2. Hell yeah. Don't mind me. That's just a noise that I make sometimes. That clanging. That's just a noise I make when I steal things or walk around too fast. Iron. Nope. Very easy. I'm gonna break into that then. I'm gonna be more careful with my bobby pins. I've been a little flippant with letting those go. Letting those get all busted up and unusable again. Be a bit more responsible. I need to be more responsible with my belongings. Okay, I lose things and I break them too often. I'm like a child. Or tool. Bottle cap mine. Those are. Break those down for some good stuff. Nope. I mean, I get it. He was a pretty cool dude, but also I question the health of this situation that I've just stumbled upon. Guys like idol worship, hero worship. You gotta keep that under control. I don't care who your hero is. You gotta keep that under control. If you let it get obsessive, then like it's just. Aside from the fact that you're forgetting to live your own life because you're so obsessed with someone else's life, but the flip side of it is too, like it's creepy, man. You're coming on real strong when you do that kind of stuff, and you're gonna freak people out when you do that. So it's like, you know, just keep it under control. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep in a stranger's bed. Jeez, Pete's, that startled me. Good lord. I thought this game turned into frickin' Freddy Fazbear or some shit. Holy crap, man. I felt that. I don't know if I visibly jumped on the screen, but boy, oh boy, I felt that one. Oh my god, I need the whiskey this lord. Good freaking. Can't knock that one over, huh? That one's too good to be knocked over. Yeah, I thought like I slept and like they were gonna have like the Abraham Lincoln's ghost. A ghost Ham Lincoln. Zombriham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Slayer or whatever. I don't know, man. I thought the point is, I thought I was done for. I thought it was game over there. I thought it turned into, was that one that everyone always like poops their pants over, the one horror game? It was like, it wasn't even a horror game, it was like a demo. It was like a demo for a horror game that never ended up turning into a game. I forget what it was called. It wasn't Prey, what was it? Like it was like one word. Well, I don't remember. And clearly it's not important enough to me to look it up, because otherwise I'd just remember it in the first place. Anyway, that was an event. No, man, see, now it's gonna bother me. What was the name of that thing? That demo that got released? Jeez, oh Pete's. It started with like a, it wasn't like paranormal. Polypower. Haunt. Maybe I'm wrong about the, it's starting with a P. Like, yeah, it was. I know it was one word. I do know for a fact it was one word. That I remember clearly. One word, and everyone poops their pants over it. And it's really creepy. And I don't know. It's gonna bother me. Oh, we found the radio signal. I mean, that's something that we need to eventually do anyway. But boring everything. See, this is how I play games. Far too thoroughly for it to be a healthy approach to gaming. You just never know. You just never know what you're gonna find. You never know what you'll find until you look. That's not a quote from anything. That's just me doing a funny voice. In case anyone was wondering. Sure, everyone was. Everyone desperately wants to know everything that I come up with. Gotta stay hydrated. Okay, I know we got two notable waypoints through. So let's go ahead and figure out what those take us to. We'll find our Lincoln worshiper around here. Pretty sure one of them is going to be discovered Mama Dulce's. That's, here we go. Man, oh man, this is strange because I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just that it's been longer since the last time I played this game than I'm remembering, or maybe it's just because I'm conflating things and I'm having a hard time in my memory distinguishing between Fallout 3 and Fallout 4 or something like that, but there's a whole lot of stuff in this game that I'm just not remembering all that clearly. Like, I don't have a strong recollection of this at all. Where am I? What's happening? Let's go into this random place. In here. Clearly people are getting just a little bit rowdy around here. Oh yeah. Absolutely, we're gonna break into that. Ooh yeah, I'll take another power fist. That to repair our first power fist. Hold up. I'm gonna do that right now. Power fist. Power fist. That. Hell yeah. I'm not using it, but now it's even better for if I do use it. Honestly, one of the most immersion breaking things about this game is the fact that there's ever anything to find in a first aid box. How has that not already been looted? Right? Like, clearly entire civilizations, entire societies have developed since the bombs flew. But like, did no one go through any of these places and already look at like a stealth boy? Man, there's a lot of stealth boys around here. There's more stealth boys than I remember there being in this game. A lot of things that I don't remember being in this game, but it's great. I love it. Like, all the better. It just feels like I'm playing this game for the first time again. Yeah, seriously, did nobody go through and be like, hey, you know, we could use medical supplies. I bet you first aid kits will have some good medical supplies. No one thought of that? Not once. Not once did anyone think about that. Okay. If you insist. If that's the reality you're presenting to me, Bethesda, then that's the one I'll follow. Conquers, 3 out of 8. Oh, can make it a 30. Could be, no, it cannot be visitors. We need at least 3 to match. Contains. Nope, that's got too many. Monitors. Nope, that's got 4 that match. Traders? Oh, no, it can't be. That one's only got 2. Contents? Nope, that one's got 4. Lunatics? Nope, that's only got 1. Constant? Could be constant. Nope, okay, well, constant was further away. So, tomatoes? I don't believe tomatoes would work. Nope. Courtesy. Could be courtesy. Wait, no, wait, no, it can't be, because it has too many in common with constant. Nope. Hundreds, maybe? Maybe. Could be hundreds. By conquers, what about with constant? It needs only 1 in common with constant. Could be hundreds. That's it. There it is. We got there. See, I like these logic puzzles, man. These are fun. They're solid fun just solving these puzzles, man. Reconfigure targeting system parameters. Yeah, I want to do that. Oh, wait, hold on. No targeting data. Please exercise caution. Maybe I want to deactivate. Actually, wait, hold on. Let's just see what that does. See if that clears anything out up there for me. We'll just let that run its course, and then maybe we'll come back and deactivate it later. Go ahead and do something here. There it is. Good ammo there. Hell yeah. Yeah, man, oh man, these guys, this is real windfall over here. No, nothing there. Oh, excuse me. Oh, goodness. They're gonna come down. Okay, maybe that'll trigger them getting too close to like a turret or a defense system and getting beat up by it. We'll find out. Kind of what I'm banking on right now, but now I'm not seeing it there. Wow, that something happened up there. I'm not perfectly sure what, but boy, oh boy. There we go. Still one more, presumably. Are they? Oh no, that was the pipe. I was gonna say, it's like, are they glitching through the floor? Ah, yep, that, okay, that, yeah, we're gonna need to turn those turrets off then. I'm aware. Alright, turning the turrets off. Okay, alright. I kind of figured that was gonna be the situation, but it's okay that we checked. Okay that we checked. Deactivate that turret system. Okay. Hey, that was enough for level up. Hell yeah! Level up. What kind of perks we can get? I might level up. Oh wait, is it gonna wait until we're not in danger to let me level up? Nonsense. That's just silly. That I'm gonna. Oh, a lot of these guys are already dead. Wonder what did this. Again, that awkward situation of coming into a place where there's already a lot of carnage. I'm wondering, like, what's going on here, guys? Anyone want to share with the class what's happening here? Woo, there we go, got him. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's see. What can we improve here? I do want to keep pumping stuff into lockpick. and science so we can keep getting into computers and doors. The more we can get into, the better. We ultimately want to max those ones out. So it might be good to throw some in one or both of those. We need to get up to 75. Do the next level for any of these. So let's go ahead and get science because we already found a little bit of assistance to get ourselves up there. So let's do that so we can get to the next level there. Got 8 points left. Medicine's not a bad one to get it into. Doing energy and small weapons is always great. Speech is usually pretty good, but I've been less worried about that this time around. And I've been trying to focus on these like more tangible skills. I think I'm just going to throw it all into lockpick and science. I really want to get those up there, and I don't feel like I'm struggling when it comes to like surviving and having success combat-wise. So I don't feel like I need... I don't feel like I need to do anything else massive, so I think we're just going to do that. Let's see here. Any new ones? Size matters. Nope. Rad resistance. Impartial mediation. No, that was not good because we don't have a neutral combo level. Advanced commando isn't bad. Toughness isn't bad. Gunslinger, bloody mess is funny. Scoundrel, iron fist. Thief, swift learner. Thief isn't terrible. Intense training wouldn't be bad. Like, there's still a lot of really good ones, but the ones that we have access to, I don't know. Like, I always try to avoid getting the ones that are just like a one-off skill improvement or attribute improvement, if I can. Ugh. Just because, like, those things don't keep growing. It's better if you can find something that's like a percentage increase, so it just keeps getting better. So, like this one, you gain 10% overall damage resistance up to the maximum of 85%, right? So that's not a bad one because it's a percentage boost. Again, the lead belly. So take 50% less radiation every time you drink. I don't really drink from water though. That's not cool. Gunslinger, Jane Bats. That's not bad. Let's put characters increases. Kill will often explode into red, gut-ridden, eyeball strewn paste. Fun. 5% extra damage. See, like 5% extra damage, that's good because that climbs with like the improved better weapons that you can find as you go. Like that one's a worthwhile investment. Like Swift Learner was just nice early on to try and get some more stuff, but ultimately it's like, and we could do that if we want to level up faster. This is like one of the only ones that like as a one-off I still like. Because getting an improvement to any of your specials can be pretty monumental throughout the game, depending on how you increase or what you increase. It's not terrible. In combat, 10% against male opponents. That's not terrible. But if I'm gonna do that, I think I'd rather get the bloody mess, do 5% extra damage to everyone. I think that's the one that I want to go for. Toughness isn't bad. Damage is actually, maybe toughness would be more beneficial to me. Because I don't feel like I have a hard time killing things. I feel like I just take too much damage in the process. So I'm actually going to go for that one. Let's go for toughness. Let's do it. Let's do it. Can't stop me. Great. Okay, there we go. So this room. I know there was that other part of the factory that we could go into, but I want to explore this one completely first. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean? I say, gotta stay hydrated. I mean, I'm saying that kind of sarcastically, but it's true, right? Really good to stay hydrated. Really, really good to stay hydrated. I can remember when I kind of like first started really learning the value of proper hydration, like the amusing thing about how, it looks a little rough, huh? But oh well. Ooh, the Chinese assault rifles are nice. That looks like it's in pretty good condition. I'm gonna hold on to that and see if we can't find maybe even anything else to continue repairing in that one instead. We have like, we got a couple of them. Yeah. Picking up that first one. That does 23 damage, and this one already does 29 damage. I'm absolutely going to use this one. I just keep the assault rifle because I know Chinese assault rifle is harder to find repair equipment for. I can remember, like, the first time I had to do a weight cut. Oh, caution by. First time I had to do a weight cut. The difference that even though I was like losing weight, because part of the weight cut is you like rapidly you like really increase your your water intake for a while, because the idea is that the water intake, like if you really want to go hardcore, you use distilled water to pull out as much extra in the way of like salts and stuff from your body, which helps you just sort of, generally speaking, reduce your water weight. And you obviously don't want to do that for prolonged periods of time, but for, you know, like a week before a fight or a competition where you have to be on weight, it's a really good way to drop some weight and make sure you're on weight. But you can also just do it with regular water. And so I was doing it with just with regular water, right? But like the effect was, despite the fact that I was supposed to be ultimately losing body water, because I started off increasing so much from what my usual intake was, I felt great, despite the fact that I was like super hungry and getting a little tired because I was weight cutting so much. I was like, oh, I should probably just be like trying to stay this hydrated all the time, and then like the weight cut comes into play. Like that's where doing the distilled water, because then it changes your body from like regular hydration to like the distilled water stuff. I don't know. The point is hydration actually really is an important thing. I know the kitty, she's probably gonna come up and join us. I know. There she is. She didn't run away. She ran to us. There she is. Aw, look at her. She's like, oh, come on, man. Oink. Say hi. Are you gonna come sit on my lap? Aw, that's very sweet. Yeah, you can sit on my lap. Come on. You're mooning everyone. There you go. That's much better. That's much better. Aw, what a sweet kitty. Hold on. Aw, what a sweet little lap cat. She is just the cutest, and she knows it. Sweet little baby. She knew that it was time for her close-up. I know, you're a sweet girl. Good girl, you're very soft. I've been noticing how soft she is like lately, and I can't tell if it's because for some reason she's just like, I don't know, like if just for some reason has gotten softer, or if I'm just like, I guess what I'm wondering is if it's my so like the weather gets cold and my hands immediately get like just super chapped and dried out. My hands are always super dry in the winters. I'm wondering if it's just because my hands are so dry and chapped and cracked and broken that everything else feels softer to me, including my cat. Let's see. I do love the implications of what this is. It's like a random tunnel, and then like the Chinese remnant. It does kind of crack me up a little bit. I'm gonna be perfectly honest here. Ooh, sweet! Look at this one. Yeah, and this is a rare situation where I'm actually gonna keep all of the extra Chinese combat rifles that I've been holding on to. Hold on a second. Ugh. Oh dear. Oh dear. My chat is wigging out. My feedback on the chat, I should say, is wigging out, and I can't see anything. And that's extra fun because I know that means that if I have to, if I pause the game, it means that the game is going to freeze up. So I'm just sitting here without chat. I don't want to pause and reload. Because I don't know. Well, hold on. Well, it doesn't take that long to reload. Hold on. Save. Sometimes, like, and it's like it does that too because when I'm in menus, sometimes because of just like the mods and the way the game is set up, like when I'm in menus, it'll glitch out and it'll like try scrolling other programs sometimes, and that's what happened. And so sometimes if I get into another menu, it'll start re-scrolling back. Nope. Oh. You. I'm you. Work with me here. Everyone money. Big stealth boy. Everyone's probably saying all kinds of horribly mean things. Ah, we didn't increase the... I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you, kitty. I didn't increase my lock picking up to 75. I increased my my science up to 75. So if this had a computer lock, we could do it. Dang it. I'm sorry, Leela. I didn't mean to startle you, my dear. My darling dear baby girl. That's on me. That's on me. I made a noise and you didn't like it, and I'm sorry. You were so comfy, cozy, and sweet. Ruined it. I broke everything. Broke everything. My chat's still freaking out. I have no idea. Everyone could be saying just the meanest things about me. I wouldn't even know. But maybe that's a good thing. Maybe you guys can, like, therapeutically get out all of your anger and rage towards me there. And then by the time I reload chat and, like, get it back up there, maybe it'll be gone. And so then it'll be good. You guys can have your little therapy session. And then once I can see it, it'll be gone. So I won't have to cry myself to sleep tonight. Okay, there's Kitty leaving here. She's just gonna, like, watch some birds for... We can watch her watch birds. Continue. Pull the chat? No. Not doing it. It is just not having it. Oh, I absolutely want to sleep in the navel. Navel as in, like, fuzzy navel, not navel as in, like, navy. Keep it straight. Dang it, why won't it scroll when I want it to scroll? It only does it when I don't want it to do it. Now it's awkward, because I don't know what's going on. No idea. What types of ridiculous things are happening in chat right now. I'm gonna keep pointing it out too, because at some point in time, now that I can't watch it, that's when someone's gonna come in and have like a burning question. They're gonna get super insulted if I don't answer. It's like, it's not because I don't want to. I can't see it. I can't see it, and I'm too lazy to fix it. I keep trying to scroll and it doesn't work. Not working. Okay, pretty soon, now that Leela's not on my lap, pretty soon I'm gonna have to take a potty break so we can, since that'll mean that I have to, hi there, since that'll mean I have to pause and then the game will freeze anyway. Then we can use that as an opportunity to reset the chat and everything. But alack and alas, it's not happening at this moment because there's people trying to kill me, so I gotta, like, you know, prioritize here. How could I press pause in a way that will freeze the entire game and keep me safe at a time like this? How could I do it? Oh yeah, I'm going to absolutely activate this term. Source levels? What's this? Begin self-diagnostic reporting. Reporting log. Pump 4. Report low gelatin levels. Low. Yeah, okay, of course everything. Report. Quarterly analysis. Quarter 1 results show strong growth. Sweet and sour stroganoff frozen dinner. Enjoying it. That's a weird mix. Sweet and sour stroganoff. That's an interesting thing. That's an interesting one for them to do. That is still frozen. I'm sorry. Quarter 2 projections show diminished returns due to increased cost of domestic shipping. Recommend increased quotient of byproduct use from regional affiliates and alternative revenue streams where possible. HR menu is going to be talking. Like, what was the horrible thing that the other one was saying before? I don't remember. I don't remember, but it was amusing to me. Kitty go. Hold on. Okay, you know what? Here's what's going to happen because everything's weird. I'm going to say, oh shoot, let me get out of this. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to save. Because I'm going to run to the bathroom because Kitty disappeared. And during this time of day, that's very possibly meaning that she is eating plants as part of a hunger strike. Because she's mad that I'm not feeding her. So I'm going to pause. And that means the game's going to freeze. We're going to have to reload and I can reset chat anyway. I'm going to run a commercial break while I'm going to the bathroom. And then when I come back, we'll keep playing. I'm not done for the day. But this just seems like a good time. Everything's exploding around me. So maybe it's just time for a good midstream intermission. We'll take a break and I'll be back in like 2 minutes. So sit tight. I appreciate your patience and I will see you very shortly. Yeah, there we go. All right, here we go.
Yo, you wanna ride the spring?
Yo!
Yo, this thing.
Yo, Mega! Spin it, rock it, ride it!
Want to spin to win?
Spin this.
The Omega Fireball with super long spin power and the yo-yo with a brain that returns automatically. Want to
Yo!
lick the tricks? The Omega Raid is your pick.
Yo!
With its rock and roller bearing, it spins 5 times longer and faster.
Walk it, flick it, trick it!
Don't just yo like a pro.
Yo, Mega!
The Omega Yo-Yo with the Brain, Raider, and Fireball, each sold separately at selected toy stores.
Yo! Nick went further than ever before to make one kid's dream come true.
Hi, I'm Doug Berry from Chapin, Illinois, and I won this year's Super Toy Run.
Yes, this year Nickelodeon's Super Toy Run went Hawaiian, transporting Doug Berry 4,000 miles to tropical paradise. He prepared, he pumped, he powered up, and then he proved that at Nickelodeon, kids really do win big.
On your mark. Get set. Go!
In a 5-minute rampage, Doug found Toy Paradise in Tropical Paradise. Videos, sporting goods, telescopes. He grabbed it all. He even got stuff for the kid next door. And when it was all over, Doug had bagged almost $10,000 worth of toys. Nickelodeon Super Toy Run. Next year, it could be you who gets to say,
I sent in a postcard and I won all of this.
Nick's Super Toy Run was brought to you by KB Toy Stores, Roadmaster Motorcycles, Bicycles, and the place where only kids win.
Nickelodeon.
Kellogg's Pop-Tarts is the hot part of this complete breakfast.
That's cool.
The real taste of blueberry. Real hot. With something very, very cool on top.
It sparkles.
They taste so cool. The hot, hot, hot. So hot. They're cool.
Now your child can visit steamy jungles, grassy plains, and the dark depths of the oceans to meet and learn surprising facts about the magnificent animals that live there. All through the captivating, colorful pages of Zoo Books. The publication is specially created for
Zoo
young
Books,
readers.
what a
Each monthly
classic.
issue of Zoo Books is packed with
What a classic.
photos and scientific
You guys, I reset chat, and I can see all of the horrible things that you didn't say about me. You guys are so kind, and you didn't take advantage of it. You had every opportunity to say all kinds of mean things about me and to me, and you didn't. And I'm appreciative of that. I don't have to cry myself to sleep. That's, well, not for that reason. So that's nice. Leela is off. She is being a butthole right now. There's a very good chance I'll have to get up and yell at her for eating plants again before it's all said and done. But for now, she's just not here. So we're gonna give you guys Savaki, and Fallout is. Oh, whoa! It didn't freeze. Oh, I didn't need to reset it, you guys. This is the best day of my life. Oh my god. Everything's just turning up Belinda right now. That's amazing. Okay, what other things can we read about this? Wow, that's the first time I've been able to reload the game without it having to reload the game. That's awesome. Oh my god. I love it when computers fix themselves. It's so great. It's so great, you guys. You have no idea. Urgent diagnostic alert. Critical message R461B. Radiation levels exceed federal limit. Hate it every time the food I'm making exceed federal radiation limits. Nickel every time, am I right? Okay, what's this thing? Invalid decryption key. The same thing. It's the same thing every time. I don't know. I feel like we're not done with that. I feel like we're gonna need something that soon. But at the moment, we're gonna make sure we steal everything from in here. Nice, what a great one. That's here. Lego Tiger was Lego Tito. I don't know that I follow. Maybe I need to stand up. It's going over my head. Oh, a sword. Thing's rad, but I'm not gonna do it. Ah, the encryption key. I bet you anything that's what we need for that computer right there. That. Oh, I think I have one of those. Maybe we can see if that gets is reparable. Scoped something or other. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, we can repair that. Hell yeah. Go. Right, hold on. We found a key. We found the decryption key. I don't know why I'm still crouching, but it's a hard habit to break. Access encrypted file. Hell yeah. Welcome, Agent Huang. Hail the People's Republic. Oh God, no. Republic people of China, salute your braveries. Find established cover operation Mama's Dulce Food Creation Factory. Prior to, I don't remember this at all. Oh yeah. No, it's not a model of Leela, my cat. No. It's just it's a Lego tiger. Tigers are my favorite. I was gifted that because people in my life know tigers are my favorite, and so I built a Lego tiger. and now I got his name. The Lego tiger's name is Savaki, in honor of. So when I was a teenager, I was part of this thing, the zoo in the city that in the city I grew up in. They did this teen keeper program where teens could go and you could like work with the zookeepers as like a shadow, and they would like actually let you like go in there and do stuff. And so I always liked working with the big cat people. They weren't like you know, like not cat people like, you know, cause they were the people that took care of the big cats. Just making sure we're clear. But yeah, I always like doing that. And one of the tigers was like this super chill tiger. He was raised by people, and so he was always like super affectionate. Obviously, we couldn't go in there with him. That would violate every rule ever. But whenever we would go to like clean out his habitats and stuff like that, and we had to like block him off in a separate area, he was always just like sitting there like hanging out with us, doing like the tiger version of purring, which is they call it like chuffing, which is they just kind of like breathe out really heavily. They're just like ooh, is like what they do, and it's like them being really happy. And Savaki would always do that, and I remember Savaki. He was super cool. He was a super chill tiger. So in honor of him, I imagine he's still alive. I don't think he'd be so old that it would be a question of if he's still alive. But yeah, I don't know if he's still at that zoo or not. It's been years since I've been back to that zoo. But at any rate, that's the Lego friend. But it's like, you know, it's still cat cam. That way I'm not a liar when my cat is being a butt and not wanting to be in the spotlight. So anyway, in covert operations of local area, job and wage are secured for each within cover operation. Required to inform when first stage of operation is complete. So funny. I don't remember this at all. I don't remember that little side thing going on at all in this game. But yeah, it just must be that it's been way longer since I last played this than I thought. Because I thought I had stronger memories, clear memories of what all goes on in this game and what all the different places are, but I clearly don't. Clearly it's just all foggy in my memory, which is great because I love this game. I know just the gameplay loop is so fun. I love it. So I basically just get to enjoy everything for the first time again. This is awesome. Makes me real happy. Like if I could intentionally do it this way for every game ever. Good lord. That was so extreme. I almost feel bad. Don't quite feel bad. I mean, because you know they were gonna mess me up if I didn't do it first. You know that was the case. But my God, that was brutal. I just picked up that thing. We're going ahead and get ourselves some increased sneak, which I'm definitely taking advantage of. Good lord, man, I'm just absolutely demolishing these. Kitty, why are you running around? Why did you just run into the room like you broke something and we're trying to get away from the thing you broke? Now why are you looking up? Maybe you're chasing a fly. Hard to say, but I 100% believe she was getting into trouble. She always is. Let's see here. Hey, okay, all right. Here's the fun thing. You guys remember? That text I got a minute ago? That was clearly, obviously a spam. The same text just came into my work phone. Someone is doing a real spam brigade on all of the local phone numbers. It's amazing. Oh, it's amazing. God damn. I shouldn't laugh about that. That's such a terrible thing because oops, I didn't mean to do that. No. Cancel. Continue. I shouldn't laugh about that because you know there's so many people that are gonna fall for it. Aw, Kitty, good squitching. Are you squitching your squitching table thing there? I don't know why she's really wound up right now. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold still. Not startle her. There she is on her cat tree. She's on the cat. Let her just hang out there. Line of sight. Yeah, no, that's weird. It's like it was a different randomly generated sorry, mustache hair. There we go, got it. It was a different randomly generated email address that sent the text. Oh man, this is gonna. Oh shoot! I was really hoping I was far enough away from it. Okay, this is fine. That does seem to have taken care of everyone else, though. So that's neat. Oh, she moved. I apologize. Okay, hold on. Let me give you guys back to Savaki here. It was fun while it lasted. Yeah, no, I shouldn't find the scam amusing, but yeah, it was a different randomly generated email address there, but it was 100% the exact same text. 100% the exact same text. That's but that's kind of the fun part, though. It's like that's kind of the final confirmation that it is indeed 100% a scam, because it's the exact same thing to two numbers that I go through great pains to have like completely separate, right? Like I don't ever cross text or have them like, you know, I never message myself anything on my phone or anything like that. It's just, you know, that clearly just two completely unrelated numbers getting the same text. Yeah, that's a spam brigade. That's a spam brigade. Let's see. I think no, it's fine. It's fine. Hi there. Oh lordy. Boy, oh boy, they're really getting after it here. Yeah, no worries. You don't need to apologize. Just if you misheard or anything like that. I do actually kind of like the name Tito for a cat. That's a good cat name. I do like that one. Boom, got him. Yeah, whether it was a typo or you goofed up, I don't take it with that. It's not like you're all required to remember her name or anything. Man, I like that the music really picked up the intensity here by chance. Pretty fitting, isn't it? Hey, Leela, honey, I know, my dear. I know, my darling dear baby girl. Okay, are you gonna hang out on my lap? Can we get cat cam going? If you're gonna hang out on my lap. Sorry, we gotta keep our priorities straight, and the priority here is obviously cat cam. Shoot, hold on. I got on the mouse cord. See, honey, this is the way you gotta get my attention, too. I've been trying to have this conversation with her. She never listens. I'm trying to have this conversation with her and point out to her that, generally speaking, like, this way of getting my attention is much more preferable. Cat called Tito at the hospital. I just love the fact that there's a cat at the hospital. That makes me happy. Right there. I love that. I love that. Therapy cats, underrated concept right there. If you ask me. Everyone loses their minds over the concept of a therapy dog, but what about a therapy cat? You know what I mean? Go, taken care of. And you're darn right. Tito looks exactly like Leela, because this is like the prettiest cat version there is, the calico cats. No, that's not true. All cats are gorgeous. I love cats. Yeah, cats are awesome. Thing that I've talked about it on stream before. The thing with cats is they kind of get a bad rap, because like dogs want, like, how do I explain this? Like the way I've explained it before. Dogs are very eager to please and like earn your love, whereas cats like dogs view you as a superior that they want to please, whereas cats view you as like an equal. So like pleasing a cat takes more work because they're less, or like you have to please the cat. Dogs want to please you, but like cats view you as an equal. So it's like they want you to please them as much as they want to please you. And so it's like once you understand that and can get on the cat's level, cats are amazingly affectionate and they're super intuitive creatures. But it takes more work because you have to put in the work. Whereas dogs are just like, oh my God, please let me please you, let me do everything that you want me to do, let me earn your love all day, every day. And I'm not saying that as like an insult to dogs. It's just their personality. I love dogs too. But yeah, I love cats, and I think they sometimes get a bad rap because they have higher expectations of their people. They want to see the best in you and from you, whereas dogs just don't. They're just like, I love you immediately, no matter what. I searched you. I have not searched. Okay, I feel like I might need to stop picking up Chinese assault rifles. I picked up like dozens of them at this point. Actually, wait, hold on. What's my weight capacity looking like right now? We can probably do it. I'm gonna actually do it because once we visit Megaton and go back to my house, I can just stash all of them and use those for repairing, because these things are The Chinese assault rifles here are definitely superior to the standard ones. Or purified water and stim pack. So if I can have a stash of them to be able to repair this one. Black cats are lucky. I didn't know that, but I think that's a much wiser and more fair assessment of black cats than you know the American local perspective that they're bad luck. I remember the first time that like I learned that it actually is a thing that people are so superstitious about black cats that like it's very true that people will try to like kill black cats, especially on like Halloween. Like it's apparently a true thing. Like it's kind of regional, right? It depends on like the neighborhood or the city that you live in. But like it's really a thing that you have to like watch out for your cats, and on days like Halloween you have to like lock up your black cats. You can't let them be outdoor cats because people will like try to poison them and stuff. It's really twisted. I always knew that people like, or rather I had always heard that there were superstitions about that. Like I didn't know people actually took it to those levels. When I learned that, it was like super depressing to me. It is a super depressing fact to know. People are messed up. Oh yeah, black cats are adorable. Absolutely adorable. I mean, you know, I'm still partial to calicos personally, but black cats are adorable. All cats are adorable. That's, you know, we don't need to specify what fur patterning they have. All cats are adorable. I mean, look at this little fur ball down here. Look at her, little snuggle bug. She's like, stop embarrassing me. Please stop embarrassing me. It's like, you're not embarrassing me, you're embarrassing yourself. And my response to that is, of course I'm embarrassing myself. I'm streaming live. That's what draws people's attention. Why people do really, really stupid things for TikTok, because people love watching other people get embarrassed. That leads us back to Arlington. I feel like there's the one other area is to visit is like the ground floor of the outdoor part. I feel like I still haven't gone there. Came up here. We came in through the yard here. My assault rifle bring all the Chinese nationalists to the yard. Got beaten, may have been involved. I understand completely. I cannot sit here and condone violence, but I can certainly sit here and say I understand. Calicos are elite. I think they're absolutely adorable. I like tortoiseshells too. Tortoiseshells are really pretty. Tortoiseshells are really pretty. But yeah, I don't know, I maintain, I agree, I feel that all cats are adorable and are deserving of all of our love. Gosh dang it. Whoa, 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 hi friend. Good lord, the pitch blackness is freaking me out. Man, oh man. Okay, can we wait until daytime? There's enemies nearby. Okay, fine. We'll just go in here where there's no enemies nearby. Give me that crap. Alright, 10 p.m. Let's give it like 10. Oh, wow, that's a weird glitch. Yeah, wait. Even the hairless ones. Okay, I will confess. That the hairless ones may a little bit creep me out. That said, I recognize that they are the same adorable kitties, and they are just as deserving of love and affection. And that just because they're not the cats for me doesn't mean they're not the cats. That doesn't mean they're not cats that deserve equal love. That's my take on the hairless cats. They are not my cup of tea. But whoa, hi there, friendo. This seems a little extreme, champion. This seems a little extreme. Do you have like an unlimited number of missiles here, dude? This seems a little extreme. There we go. We got him. Just taking these guys out, and then we'll go down and find a way. We'll get him. We'll get him. Got him. That other one's still alive down there? There's another one that's still alive down there. This might be a situation where I actually use where I actually go ahead and use... Oh, there you are. I don't know if they were bowing down to me or not right there, but I'm not going to go down there and give him mercy. Screw that. The guy shot like 7 missiles at me. He deserved what he got. Sniper. Ooh, a snipper rifle. Hell yeah. Exit. Let's see. Can't repair. I know I'm over encumbered. Let's go ahead and see if we can't repair that snipper rifle here. Might be able to actually repair this a little bit too now that we've used it times. Yeah, man, look at the quality of all these though. Jeez, I don't know that I want to waste using that yet. I want to grab snipper rifle. There it is. Can't repair this sucker. Go. Much better. She's trying to be so good right now. I feel like this is actually evidence of her kind of learning and catching on that being destructive is unlikely to get me to feed her early. Because, like, that's the thing. Like, she definitely does that thing where she's like, oh, I want his attention. Maybe if I destroy things, that'll get his attention. Like, and she's, like, guilty of doing that without sort of, like, discerning and understanding that just, it's negative attention. I'm not going to reward her for it. But I feel like she's been doing this more often where she's like, I know she's hungry. I know she's mad at me for not feeding her quite yet. But she's choosing to just hang out on my lap. And like, if this is our method, if this is going to now be our method of getting my attention, I approve. I am on board. And I appreciate the fact that she's clever and learning. Isn't that right, you clever little girl? Clever girl. Easy breezy, beautiful, clever girl. The angry calico, right? Seriously. Okay, hold on. I can stop crouching. I know I've like killed everyone around here. I know there's gonna be a way. Okay, oh wait, isn't there another? Yeah, there's another staircase over here. Oh wait, no, that was where we came from. So, golly, this place is a maze, labyrinth. It's like they designed it that way. Really weird. Nope, that's the same hole. Did I loot that one? I did. Excuse me. Oh yes, yeah, that's what I was looking for right there. Those garage doors. I knew there was another door that would lead us where we needed to go. That's a lot of blood. A lot of blood. It's pretty awkward. She is a loaf. She's a little cat loaf. She likes cat loafing on my lap. Isn't that right, sweetie? Oh yeah. Now we said it. We said it out loud, and then she's like, "No, I am not a cat loaf. I'm not just performing for you. I have my own free will. I do not perform." I can tell that she's annoyed with me because she's got her little angry tail flick going on. She's this particular cat, so she's very expressive with her tail, and I can usually tell what kind of mood she's in, based on how her tail's moving. How the hell do I get down here? Jeez, oh Pete, how do I? Where do I go? What do I do? But I can always, like, her tail is a very expressive one, and I've learned that I can tell what her mood is and what her attitude is based on what her tail is doing. And right now, her tail is really flicking around a lot. Ah, here we go. This is what I was looking for. This is the way down. Is it right here? Yeah, so, like, when her tail, flicks and moves sharply, that means she's really annoyed. Whereas with her, when her tail kind of, like, she does this thing where she's happy with her tail, where she'll like lift it up and then let it flop down, right? So it'll be like she'll be laying down, it'll be like lift up and flop. Like if she does that, that's her being really happy and content. And it's like, it's just really funny to me how, like I say, if you pay attention to cat language, you can tell, like they'll tell you everything you need to know. And it's funny with her that like it's funny to me that that's what her tail language says, because the cat I had before her, her tail, if her tail moved at all, that was her being annoyed, and otherwise her tail was just like very stationary. She did not have an expressive tail at all. A happy tail was it being completely still. Whereas with her, see what she's doing right now. Her tail right there, see how it's like flicking around and it's got like sharp movements? That's her being annoyed. That's her being very annoyed with me. Also her turning her back and ignoring me. That's her being very annoyed with me. Like, why are you not feeding me? How can you possibly justify doing this to me? Her attitude is. Gotta be something worthwhile in some of these boxes, right? Am I right? How would they like make this a place that I would have to jump to? Careful. Bang yourself on the way down. Goofball. Oh, Belinda, let's not get stuck. There we go. I get the sense that I was not supposed to end up in this Watch them get the rounds there. Man, I don't like leaving behind all these Chinese assault rifles, but I'm already, like, see, I'm already at the limit of being over encumbered. But these things are in such good condition, too. Figure out a way to do it. Figure something out. I'll figure something out. I don't care anymore. Oh, she cares. I have to keep an ear out. Oh, I see where she is right now. She's pouting by her cat tree, but I have to keep an eye out because she will very likely go over and start chewing and eating the plants, which not only do I not like when she destroys my plants, but also it makes her throw up, and so she will absolutely vom all over everywhere, and then I'll have to clean something up, and I don't want to do that either. So I gotta keep an eye on her. That was a couple days ago. She was being a real punk, and I kept having to, like, stand up and go check and make sure she wasn't doing anything naughty. She's such a little punk. I love her dearly, but she's also a real turd burglar sometimes. I thought there was... sworn... oh, there's the body right over there. I think that's the one I was looking for. Hey, where's the guy with the had the missile launcher? Did your body... yeah, his body just kind of... just teleported. That was weird, because he defo died right here, right? See, there's our missile launcher. Okay, now the only other thing to check is see if this door leads to somewhere, because I don't remember there being another door that led. Oh, I see where I am. Okay. No, yeah, we've got... okay. Explored everything. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I try to not do much fast traveling, because I find it to be... is this place not on the map? What's going on here? How did I end up way over here if that's Mama Dulce's? Weird. Anyways, I know we're at Mama Dulce's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast travel to Megaton to drop things off, and then we're going to come back here so I can get more of those Chinese assault rifles. It's too good to not keep them with me, right? So I'm going to fast travel. We're just going to deliver a bunch of these, and we'll come back and we'll get, like, the missile launchers and stuff. It's just too good of an opportunity to not to do that. I usually don't like playing that way. It feels a little too... save scum cheesy, but, like, God, some offers are just too good to refuse. You know what I mean? And this definitely qualifies. Definitely qualifies. All right, here we go. Sup, Wadsworth, my man. All right, let's. Our. Yep. Boom. All those over there. Good. Exit. Now we're going to go. I know you're my Robo Butler. You're not just my Robo Butler. You're my Robo Bro. You know what I mean? Like, I care about you, Wadsworth. Okay, anyway. Okay, let's go back to Mama Dulce. Yes, I would like to travel to Mama Dulce's. Fast travel there. Then we'll go in. We'll just find the courtyard again. And go get ourselves a couple more rifles. We might not even need to fast travel back, honestly. Once we get those rifles, we'll just daddle on out of here. Wait, where's this take? Processed food. This. Oh, this is the place that we blew up. Got it. Got it. I already loot all this stuff? I didn't loot this area. How did I not loot this area? What's wrong with me? Right, what am I even doing with my life? Honestly? Honest question. What am I even doing with my life? I'm not even properly. Dandy boy apples. Dandy boy. For the dandiest of boys. Heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. Look at this, man. Oh, jeez, oh, Pete. I'm really glad I came back here now. Oh, this crap I almost didn't get. Seriously, what's wrong with me? How can I even call myself a gamer at this point? Frick. Rounds, hell yeah. Much better. Okay. Now that we've appropriately handled everything. we've appropriately appropriated everything in here. Was it this door that led us to the yard? Or no, that goes to the cemetery. There's one of the doors down here that leads to the yard. They're like, it's better than. Nope, the world's gone. Okay. Do you suppose it's safe? Do you suppose it's just like not rendering? Or do you think it's flat out not there and we're gonna fall through the world? I'm gonna save and we're gonna find out. Save. New save. Alright, let's find out. Okay, it just didn't render. Okay. Floor was gone. Floor was lava. That was bizarro and nerve-wracking, but we're good. Take that assault rifle, thank you. Take that assault rifle, thank you. And then I want to go up here and get that missile launcher. We might as well. Already walking around here. I know I abandoned and ignored a couple other missile launchers beforehand, but social thing in the hospital. Vito came, you got a free ticket out of it. Nice. That's awesome. That's like the extension of like when I was a kid growing up, you know, we had family cats and stuff. When I was growing up, and we had the family rule that if you had a cat on your lap, you didn't have to do like anything. Like you had a free ticket out. You didn't have to be the one to like you know, it's like you could tell people, you could be like, hey, can you get me a soda from the fridge? I've got a cat on my lap. Like, it sounds like it's just an extension of that, which is obviously the universal rule. We're gonna wait like 12 hours. I'm not doing this nighttime thing, as always. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I'm not even playing around with it anymore. I'm even gonna pretend like, oh, maybe this time we'll do it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. Game is terrible during the night hours. Carry it around trees. There you go. There you go. That's the beautiful. That's a beautifully subtle way to, you know, put your toe on the scale there. I like it. I like it, and I appreciate it. I understand it. Appreciate, understand, and respect it. I discarded the cemetery south. Yeah. Better believe I'm going in it too. You know there's gonna be goodies in here. Wait, hold on. What's my carry load at right now? Launchers. Okay, we'll try and do it though. We'll try and do it, because like the thing is I'm kind of at the point with my collection and the stuff that I carry around that as a baseline there's not much that's going to increase my carry load unless it's something like a specific missile launcher and stuff. For the most part, all I find are weapons that I use to repair other weapons and stuff. So I think we can get away with it. As far as I mean, like, just, yeah, having a cat follow you around is its own pro. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's its own positive. Its own net positive. Carrying a cat around. Or having a cat around with you. Having a cat follow you around. It's like, I love that. It's like one of the things I really like about Leela. She's really funny. She, you know, ooh. What you doing, buddy? You're not using those, so I'm gonna go ahead and take them. That leg looks a little, maybe see a doctor. But yeah, like, so she like, it took a long time for her to become as snuggly as she is with me. Like a really long time for her to get to that point. Oh wait, I know where I am. We've been here before, haven't we? Hold up. Look at my map. Look at my map here. I think we have been here. Map? Yeah, we've 100% been here. Yeah, that brings us to the Falls Church. Yep, I know where I'm at. Wait, yeah, if we go up here, it'll take us to Falls Church. Yeah, I 100% know where I am. At any rate, yeah, she didn't always used to be super snuggly. And the thing is, like, she still kind of has a certain level of that, like, panic response to everything. Because it's just, like, she, you know, she was a stray and lived in a really overcrowded cat shelter for a long time before I adopted her. And so she just kind of is a little jittery. And so, like, she very frequently will like to be around me, but not, like, receiving tons of attention because it makes her nervous and stuff. So she tends to follow me around the apartment when I'm doing stuff, and then just like sitting in the corner of whatever. What are these red dots? Who's going to assault me? But yeah, so like she'll sit in the corner and watch, and just like to be around me, and it's super cute, and I love it. I love when she does that. I mean, I love it more when she's all snuggly with me, but when she's being like the little cautious kitty, I like that too. I think it's funny. Big guys are the best. Yeah, I pretty much always adopt cats. Pretty much always adopt my cats. Because I mean, like, you know, I make sure to go meet them to make sure that it's a good fit and everything. Because not every stray cat is gonna be well adjusted and stuff like that. But like with Leela, I knew that it was gonna be good. And it was gonna be a good matchup because the way they described her, like, I could just tell that she was, you know, described her, and then when I first met her, I could tell that, like, her issue is that just lots of noise and activity was super overwhelming to her. And so I knew she and I would be a good fit because I live alone, and I like to have a you know, a quiet home life. I don't have guests over super often, so I figured it would be a pretty comfortable environment for her. And so far, I've been pretty right about that. She seems pretty happy around here. She's warmed up to me. She's turned into quite the snuggly kitty cat. I oftentimes feel bad because I'll wake up in the middle of the night, wonder why I can't move my legs and why I'm overheating so much, and then I'll like move my legs, and then suddenly like she gets violently thrown out of whatever position she was sleeping in on my legs. But then she just curls up, finds a new spot, curls up, and go back to sleep, and it's great. So it's like, you know, we got a thing going. We got a little thing going, and it's pretty good. You are. Okay, there's clearly someone else on the map, and now there isn't. I thought I killed everyone around here. These guys must have respawned or something. Weird. Thought I'd cleared this area out. Where am I on the map here? Hold up. We're a map. Oh, we need to go the opposite way. Church, north and east. So I feel like actually Falls Church might have been a pretty closed off area now that I'm thinking about it. I just have to like go ahead and fast travel myself. Like I said, I usually try to avoid fast traveling, but at this stage I'm kind of like, you know, I don't want to get there. I can't make it yeeted by it. I've done that to her. The one I felt really bad about with Leela. So she does this thing that's super not cool. She does this thing where I'm just gonna fast travel. Like I say, I try to avoid doing this, but like I very intentionally want to get here because I want to turn in the Moira thing and get new quests because we got to go to Rivet City and we can just like slow travel our way to Rivet City from Megaton just fine. But at any rate, so like she does this thing. It's super not cool. Where if she can, she'll jump from high above. Sorry, here, let me give you guys Savaki. She'll jump from high above while I'm asleep and land on my chest. Wake me up, just like, you know, like, bam, wake up. Like, she'll do that when she's hungry and wants me to wake up in the morning. And for the most part, it's not a problem because, like, my bed doesn't have a good headboard for climbing on and stuff, so she can't really do that very well. So typically speaking, it's not a big issue. But sometimes when I go stay with my family for long periods of time, I'll just take her with me, depending on, you know, who else is going to be there and what other animals are going to be there and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, sometimes she comes with me. And when I do that, I sleep on the pull-out sofa. You know, they got one of them sofas that has a pull-out bed. Well, the back of the sofa has plenty of room for her to stand on. So she'll stand on that, and then she'll jump on my chest when we stay there. And one time I felt super bad. Felt so bad. Because she did that to me. And the thing is, the positioning of it is it's right next to a closet door. So I naturally, you know, what do you do when something hits you in the chest while you're asleep? Right? You like panic and freak out. I did that and like my arm caught her and like caught her mid-jump as she was like mid-jumping off my chest. Like she was jumping off my chest and I flailed and I smacked her and she went flying into the closet door right next to the bed and I felt so bad. It was she jumps on me, and all of a sudden you just hear this, wha-bam! And she goes, oh, look, they're going to give me more free stuff. So yeah, I accidentally threw her into a closet door. I felt real bad. She was fine. She immediately jumped back up on the bed and was all like, okay, good, you're up. Give me food. I felt super bad. But certainly, thank you.
Bless you.
I didn't sneeze. But yeah, I felt real bad. It's just fine. Clearly we're okay. she's forgiven me since, but yeah, I felt like a real jerk after that one. You know, don't jump on a man's chest while he's fast asleep. This is bad manners, you know what I mean? Bad manners. And I don't do that to my guests. I never did that to my parents when I was a child. I might have jumped on the bed a little bit. Oh my god, I thought he was coming for me.
Oh, I can't
But like, I never
believe
jumped
how
on the chest.
repellent's working.
Never happened. Yeah, I tested extensively. Why would I lie? Why would I lie when I've done it?
Oh, excellent. Substantial field testing, precise reports, and such dedication. What more could I ask for in a research assistant?
Not much, but if you keep sending me on these types of missions, there's one thing you could ask for, and that's for a living assistant. Okay, it appears that mole rats have a most fatal allergy to it, explosively so.
Poor little mole ratties. Oh, I wonder if I could make a hypoallergenic version. Oh, but that hardly...
I was gonna say, it kind of defeats the purpose there, Moira.
I should mention that. Proper handling of mole rats could be important if they could be domesticated. Milked, maybe? Oh, anyway...
You're on your own for that one, Moira. I'm not doing it.
Oh, but for your trouble, here, have the leftover chems from working on the repellent. I'm sure you can find some use for them.
Yeah, I'll probably sell most of them back to you. Yeah, 3 jets, yeah, I'm totally gonna sell those back to you. That's all that's gonna happen, Moira. Yeah, let's accept the next one.
We don't know about Mirelurks and how
I was already like
intelligent and
surrounded by a whole
dangerous
bunch
they
more.
are.
I gotta go back there now.
That definitely deserves research. I hesitate to ask, but I'll need to examine the effects of serious physical trauma.
That's right, this one.
I wouldn't ask if I couldn't fix you up afterwards, of course.
Of course, yeah.
And that should be it for the second chapter. Which do you want to check out?
Yeah, what do you mean about handling energy? Let's just go ahead and take care of that one. I feel like that one can be done pretty nearby.
Study anyone who's severely injured, not without them crying to be fixed right away. Or
Oh yeah, what
bleeding
jerks,
out
what
and all
selfish
that.
pricks wanting to be
But
fixed after getting a
obviously,
crippled leg or
you
something.
can handle a lot of abuse. So if I'm ever going to find a good example of human anatomy and injury resistance, it'd be you.
Uh-huh.
Next time you get badly injured, return here so I can examine you before I heal you up. I mean, you're going to get yourself hurt anyway, right?
Yeah, you know what, when you put it that way, Moira, I might as well go ahead and break a leg for you. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll get hurt eventually. Might as well come here when I do.
Wow, what a great research assistant you are.
Don't forget
I
it.
mean, really, that's dedication. Demonstrating how to withstand pain by getting injured? Wow. When you're ready, come back here with some serious injuries. Maybe a crippled limb or two, and I'll take notes and fix you up.
Okay.
I'll be waiting here with plenty of bandages for you, so don't worry. Just go get horribly injured. Oh, and be careful.
Moira, you're sending me mixed messages here. Okay, here's what I want to do. Can you... Yeah, let's do... Wait, let me see what you have for sale. Let's do this.
Sure thing.
Dip on your chest, tail up against your nose when you're asleep. Oh. I give you a little nose tickle, a little sleepy time nose tickle. Who doesn't want to be woken up every 2 minutes because you're trying to sleep and a cat tail keeps tickling you? Who doesn't love that? Come on. Don't lie. You know you love it. Let's see here. What can we sell? Okay, yeah, I'm totally gonna sell 4 of these back to her. 2 of these to her. Suffocate and sneeze. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, you might get gassed out too if it's the tail end coming after you. You never know exactly what's going on there. Leela can be gassy sometimes. Really can't. Oh, God. Why did I carry this? That nuke. Okay, all that pre-mortal money. We can get rid of all that. Purified water. I gotta give those to the guy that's outside. Radix, we can give you some of those. By the way, we're gonna keep all those that I have so far. Repellent stick. I don't want the repellent stick. Ripper will keep. Scope, shotgun, sniper, snipper rifle. Look at all them stealth boys. Them packs, yeah, we're keeping all those. You better believe we're keeping all those. And in fact, I want to see 4. Ooh, yeah, we're gonna take all those. That's great. That's great stuff. Look at all the fragmites she has. I'm not gonna take another one because I've already got the ones. I'll find another one, I'm sure, for long. So we'll go ahead and accept that. That seems like a fair deal there. That I don't need to worry about that right now. Okay, let's go get crippled.
Good hunting.
I have to go now.
Take care.
Okay, so we are at full health right now, so that bodes well. We're going to go set up a landmine. We're going to go step on it and see if we can't cripple a leg or two here. And we're just going to go ahead and approach it that way. And usually seems to be the best way to do this one, I feel like, because then you can... Because if you're at full health when you can do that, like, I know I can withstand an explosion or two. Excuse me, but it'll cripple a limb or two before it kills me, so we can go ahead and do that. So let's just step outside and do it. Just... I'm planning at Angie. I have no doubt in my mind that she's making extensive plans. Join me someday. In fact, I don't know where. Oh, there she is. This is the other thing that she's started to do. There she. Oh, let me find the angle for you. There she is. Gonna just like hang out behind me. See, she's doing it right now. She's plotting my demise right now. See, this is my arm. Sitting there behind me, just staring at me, waiting. Okay, let's see. We need to talk to this guy and give him purified water.
Please, do you have any water?
Yeah, this purified water.
Are you serious? I can just have it.
You can have it for free. I insist, my friend. It's the least I can do to help.
Water. Oh, precious water.
You're welcome.
You saved my life. Thank you, stranger. Can you spare
Got any more water? Sure. Yeah. Here, have some more. Have some more.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's just waiting. Like you can just hear the satanic orchestra behind her
For free?
as she's like soon. Oh, there she is. Hi there. Gonna bring your protests out to the front. You gonna come hang out, or no? You're gonna start the pacing. Now she's doing the pacing where she's gonna walk, just like keep jumping up and walking past me. We've begun the pacing. You're gonna go. Oh wait, even better. She's gonna go hang out on her cat tree. It's been a while since she's done this form of protest. I know all of her moves. And this one now, she's going to hang out and wait patiently. So every time, because she likes to hang out up here. Because every time I stand up now, she will jump down from there right in front of my pathway. That's what she'll do. I insist, my friend. Is this thing to help? I forget this. I know I'm getting some good karma. I forget if there's a cap to this thing. Yeah, here, have this purified water. Yeah, I insist. Let's keep doing it. I've got all.
You saved my life.
I'm not using the purified water for anything. Yeah, she does. She loves her cat tree.
You've helped me so much. It seems.
She was super happy when I got this one too, because now because we had another one that was smaller, and that one's in the bedroom now. So now she gets a cat tree in the bedroom and in the living room. It makes her real happy. This one, the taller one, she really likes out here too, because like, it's set up right next to our sliding glass door that leads to our little balcony, and the balcony has a bird feeder on it. And so when I fill the bird feeder, she likes to sit up there and watch the birds. Just.
You've helped me so much. It's.
Let's see. I'm just gonna keep doing this until I'm out of water or until something happens, because I can't remember.
I can just. You saved my life. You saved my life.
Anything more? Keeps going.
I can.
Really, all I'm doing is I'm making him bloated until he's eventually going to pop like a water balloon.
It's. You saved my life.
I feel like I remember there's like an end to this one, but I can't remember how many waters it has to be.
You saved my life.
I know.
Can you spare?
I don't know.
Please.
Okay, yeah, I will if I find some. Okay, so you're gonna want to stay far away, because I'm gonna go blow my legs up, as one does when they're helping Moira. He's a bit thirsty. Yeah, dude hasn't had anything to drink in like 17 weeks. I'm amazed he's alive. Okay, let's hear. Frag mine. We need the frag. Alright. Can I not blow up on my own? Oh, seriously, I can't blow up on my own frag mines? That seems silly. Maybe if I back away and get close to it again. Can't blow up my own mines. Okay, fine. Maybe a frag grenade then. Maybe that's what I gotta do. Try that. Frag grenade. Put that. All right. like throw it against the rocks here. Anything crippled? Nothing crippled. Oh, we got our head crippled. Got our head crippled, but we still got more health. Let's see if we can get at least one more crippled thing for Moira. Come on, cripple me. There we go. Okay, we got a couple crippled things. Let's go talk to Moira. Moira, I crippled myself for you. I've done this for you. Oh, don't worry about me. Oh, don't worry. I don't need any water. Don't worry, Mickey. I don't need any of your water. You can keep your water, Mickey. Welcome. I know, Belinda. We're struggling right now. Moira.
Brings you back to Megaton.
Nothing at all. Don't mind me. Nobody help. It's fine. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, see, Leela, she's begun her pacing. See, she's back. She's begun the pacing. She's getting hungry, and she knows that once I'm done streaming, that's when I give her dinner. So she's gonna do everything she can to try and encourage me to make sure I end streaming on time. Moira!
Well, how do you feel?
Horrible. Wait.
Oh, don't think of it as crippling yourself for me.
I am crippled. I've got, like, so many cripples.
Well.
Oh, gosh, dang it. This doesn't count? Wait, how much more damage do I have to do to myself? What the hell? Wait, this is absurd. What if I just have to, like... Wonder if it's because I've got too much, like, overall health right now. I wonder if I need to... just get my HP down lower. Is it below 50? Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. I've got the crippled limbs. Man, I'm gonna have even more crippled limbs. Alright, back out we go. Don't worry, it's fine. We can crawl. We'll crawl back to Moira if we have to. We will get this. Don't worry, cowboy robot. We'll get this book written. Get this book written. I'm gonna go over here and do it this time. Eye grenade. Ow! Great, both legs are crippled. Come on. Ah! Damn it, we still need more. Every limb is crippled. Pulse grenade? Yeah, let's do the pulse grenades. Let's do it. Ah! Do those not do damage? Those don't do damage to me. Do I have something? Am I gonna be able to hurt myself? Because I can't use mines to hurt myself. How can I hurt myself? Bottle cap, man. Bottle cap mine. Okay. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to trigger. Oh, you know what? I bet you I can do. I can trigger these myself. Hold on. Oops, no, I didn't mean to do that. Pick that up. I know what I can do. Take that. Disarm that. Take that. Let's go ahead and plant a frag mine. Okay, so we got a frag mine planted. Now, there we go. Okay, look, that should be enough. That should be enough damage now. We should be good. Here we go. Leela, you're too close to the camera. No one's gonna be able to see you. Don't mind me. Everything's fine. It's on purpose. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Belinda's in charge. She's in control of the situation. Moira, for the love of God, Moira. Yeah, poor limp. Yeah, that's right. She's giving everybody little kitty boops, and now she's rubbing her face all over the desk. I don't know if, yeah, the angle's not gonna lie. That's just her butt. I know. Everyone's looking at your butt. It's a cute. It's a cute butt. You've got a cute butt. All right. Don't mind me, citizen. Everything's fine. Moira, for the love of God, please count this.
Oh, hey. Kinda busy here, but I guess I can talk for a bit. What's up?
Oh, Moira.
Well.
How injured do I have to be? Oh my God.
Come back.
Maybe it's down to like 75% of my health or something. My God, Moira, this is insane. Okay, they're probably gonna get mad at me if I shoot off guns and blow stuff up in the city here. Okay, back out we go. It's the most ridiculous situation. I mean, worst case scenario, we could always just go grab the missile launcher and some missiles. We could always take that approach if we need to. But I still got some frag mines and stuff. And so I'm gonna try blowing up a couple frag mines on myself here. Do that a couple more times. We'll just lay down like 2 or 3 of them here and see what we can do. Frag mines, there we go. Need that. Careful, honey. Don't step on the keyboard. Man, oh man, we should have an absolute cat party tomorrow when I log on and play some Stray. That's Leela's favorite game that I'm playing right now is Stray. She loves to sit there and watch the cats on the screen. It's super adorable. Yeah, just a good old cat watch party. Okay, here we go, here we go. You know what I'm going to do here? Just in case this is overkill, I'm going to make a save right now. Just to save ourselves a little time. Because if this is overkill. Let's see here. Okay, Moira, so help me God if this doesn't count. Look at how low my health is, you psychopath. Completed. Become seriously injured. Okay. See, okay, there we go. We got it. That was the benchmark. That was the benchmark. It was more than 50%. Apparently, just the marker being halfway down was not good enough. But that's okay. We didn't really waste anything that I use regularly, so we're fine. Everything's fine. We're all great here. Everything's fine. How are you? Yep. Blinded by a tail, of course. Of course. Doobie doop boop boo doop doo doo, just limping and struggling and making it to Moira. Moira, for the love of God.
Hey, don't mind the smell. I was just testing a few chemicals, and it's perfectly safe to breathe. Really.
Moira, shut up. I need you to heal me.
Well, how do you feel?
This really hurts, you know.
Oh, I know it does, dear. But it's for a good cause.
I don't care. Heal me.
So much while I take notes.
God.
Now, how would you
So
describe
barbaric.
the pain you're feeling? Any advice for how to keep it from being overwhelming?
Yeah, don't
And
get
remember,
hurt.
This is for posterity.
But it helps, so does the fear of death. There's a lot of both. Pain's an abstract. I stay focused on the definable things like survival. Only solace is about inflicting this pain on people like you. Now let's go with the intelligence. That's Belinda's move. She's a smart lady. Smart lady. What you doing? Are you digging for food? Why are you doing that? Like, I don't know. I'm cat. I don't think. I just react. Alright, yeah, let's go with the intelligence.
That's a very enlightened
You doing,
attitude
Lena?
you've got. Shame it doesn't stop bullets, huh? Luckily,
Yep, real
I'm here
shame.
to patch you up. Now hold still and quit fidgeting. Ugh. How can you be walking around like this?
Moira just likes a project. Moira likes a project in her relationships, which is super unhealthy, but it's you know she just can't help it. Just can't help it.
It's kind of hard to see from your side, though. Here, take this environment suit of mine. It will help with medical tasks, and it should help prevent the effects of exposure too.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's see here. 3 medics is added. Great. And an environment suit. Great. About Mirelurks,
Yes,
right?
Knowing more about them can help people learn to avoid or
Leela,
even
honey.
outsmart them. So I
Leela, my
picked up
darling
this
dear baby
observer
girl.
device to study them in their natural habitat. I need you to hide one in one of the spawning pods in their lairs.
Alright, I'll try. What? Are you staring at me? You know damn well I'm staring at you.
That's great.
Don't ask dumb
I
questions.
recommend the nest at the Anchorage War Memorial.
I'll say.
I knew a trader who talked about the Mirelurks down there. Just go inside and find one of their spawning pods, probably down near the water. Put this observer inside and get out quietly. And be sure not to kill any Mirelurks inside their nest. If you do, it could ruin the validity of the
That's
study.
right, I remember this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do not kill any Mirelurks in the ink. Okay.
Take
Oh.
care. It's a big wasteland. but
Moira,
you
are
know
you
that
sure you
there
fixed
is
me up
need
right?
for
My
it.
eyes are still kind of jacked up.
Try anything.
Listen here, buddy. I am too blind to try anything anyway. There we go. Now we're good. Okay, well, anyways. Hey, friendo. Billy Creel. What a cool guy. He's such a cool guy. Okay. Wait, what time is it? How am I doing on time? We got 15. Is that enough time to go there? I don't know if that's good enough time to go and do the Mirelurk thing or not. Supposed to be... Wait, hold on. She said it was marked. Lila honey, my darling dear baby girl. Wait, hold on. What? Where was the thing? Do as an environmental health professional. I do air quality stuff these days. I have done food safety and I have done water safety in the past, but these days I do air quality. So the gist of my job is there's kind of like two main components. I respond, like my day-to-day basics tends to be being available to respond to like if people call in with like complaints or like emergency situations, which it's a real toss-up on whether I can or can't do anything about it, but we try to keep track of it. So if there's like a persistent issue somewhere, so we can do that. So it's like if someone's noticing a lot of smoke coming from a location, like if people are violating rules about like controlled burns and stuff like that, I usually don't have something to do with that because it's usually like you get to the root of the issue. So it's like if someone's violating burn rules, we can do that. But nuisance smoke and nuisance dust and stuff like that is an air quality issue. So I'll respond to those types of things. A lot of my job is being available to respond to those types of situations. But on top of that, and a lot of times what my job also includes is going out and doing inspections of businesses, oftentimes like factory type facilities and stuff like that, that are going to have naturally some air emissions in the manufacturing process or whatever processes they do. So I go out and I do inspections of those places and make sure their like air quality control equipment is still in place and functioning properly and stuff like that. And if there's issues, I'm sort of the watchdog that tells them like, hey, you got to fix this up and you got to do this so you can be compliant with this, that, and the other regulations. So that's the real quick and easy cliff notes of what I do. There's a lot more to it, but that's like the basics of it. So yeah, it's I like the air quality better than I did the food and water safety stuff. Food safety was like all of your restaurant inspections and stuff like that. This is the one that I want right here. That's what I'm wanting. So yeah, I prefer it to over the like food safety and water safety, because the thing is that what kind of surprised a lot of people too is like I've actually found, pretty typically speaking, that large businesses like factories and stuff, they're actually most understanding and willing to comply, and a lot of that is because I'm gonna give you guys Savaki without a cap. They're actually pretty willing to comply because they recognize that if they don't, it becomes like issues of federal law for the most part. So they want to avoid those issues. So they don't often do much beyond the bare minimum, but they will at least do the bare minimum to be in compliance. Whereas like when we're talking about like water and food, which tend to be much more local ordinance issues, they tend to be very crabby when someone shows up and tells them what to do with their property and blah 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 blah, not considering the fact that like their public water sources and their public wells, that despite being on like a privately owned business, are still impacting the public, and so there's rules to follow. Businesses tend to actually be more understanding. So there's a lot more work, and the thing that's like the trade-off is when you do have someone who's in violation or you do have someone who's being a butthole about it, it takes a lot more effort to get things back in order. But generally speaking, I actually find them to be overall more cooperative. But yeah, that's the gist of what I do. Who's doing this? You want to go? You want to go, friend? You doing this? I don't know where you come from, but I know where you're going. But yeah, that's my day job. That's the one that pays the bills. And it's, it's rewarding in its own right. I don't know if I'd call it fun. It's a lot of work, and it actually, the other thing about it too is it's a lot of time spent staring at like data sheets and just data sheets and readouts, because most of the way you actually interpret that type of stuff is like you can't look for visible emissions, because a lot of emissions are non-visible. So I spend a whole lot of time basically looking at manufacturing records to see like how much stuff is being put into the process versus what comes out, because then you can do like the basic like chemical stoichiometry or weight balances and stuff like that to determine what stuff isn't coming out in the product or the like physical wastes, and the just sort of like by natural process of elimination, the rest of it is like air quality waste, right? So it's like you spend a lot of time actually just going over numbers, so it's a lot less exciting than it sounds like. So I don't know if I'd call it fun work, but it is meaningful work, and it's fulfilling in its own right. So I'm, as if I'm gonna have to work to pay the bills, that's one of the more preferable ways I can think of to do it. EHO, is that so? I mean, it really, the titles are just all about what the agency, whatever agency or whatever business or whatever, what have you, titles it. So my title is an EQA, or an environmental quality analyst, but that the title is meaningless except for within my organization. But yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. It's a lot of chemistry, a decent amount of biology depending on what angle you're approaching it from, a little bit of like chemical engineering type stuff, and a whole lot more like public interaction, customer service than you would expect to. I mean, that's like what 90% of my job is too, is working with facilities and like the people that represent those facilities. Yeah, you know, like I say, it's certainly far from the worst job. It's at least an interesting and a challenging job in its own right. Not always challenging in good ways, but it's a challenging job. Like I don't find it boring. I'll say that. I don't find it boring at all. There's our cat gonna come and disrupt everything. Yeah, so, you know, like I say, I'll take it. If I'm gonna have to work for a living, if I'm not, you know, one of them lucky few who gets to just sort of like have, you know, untold wealth by birth, right, or anything like that, then this is a pretty good way to earn that living as far as I'm concerned. Stop shooting me, you jerk. Who's still shooting me? Why are you guys trying to shoot me from all the way across the river? What did I do to you? I was walking by, you pricks. Now you made it my problem. You guys weren't on my radar, but now you're on my radar. Now you're my problem. And I solved my own problems. You made yourself my problem. Now I gotta solve it. Just solving. That's all I'm doing right now, is I'm just solving a problem. Oh, we'll get him. You know what would be the smart thing to do would be to pull out my sniper rifle, but here we are. Yeah, what am I looking at? Okay, so I have killed enough time here that I'm going to save, and I think I am going to go ahead and call it a session there rather than getting myself wrapped up in anything else, because I need to, as I mentioned earlier, I need to get myself ready to go do some like coaching and stuff. So I'll tab us over. Where's my cursor? Why are we frozen? Where's my mouse cursor? Oh boy, hold on. Bring me so there it goes. There we are. Boy, oh boy, computers are weird. No, that's the wrong one. We need this one right here. There we go. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me, playing games. I really enjoy doing this. I consider myself very fortunate that I have the opportunity to spend my time doing this. I know, I'm doing my sign off and then I'll feed you. We're very close. I'll just do it now. But yes, I do need to get going. You know, one of the other things I do with my life, one of the millions of things I do with my life, I'm a kickboxing coach, and tonight's a kickboxing night, so I gotta start getting myself ready to go there and showing people how to hit things and look kind of decent at it when they do it. So I gotta get myself going. So yeah, thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate you guys. I have a whole lot of fun with this, and like I say, like I always say, I feel really fortunate. I feel like I've got a really awesome audience that comes and hangs out with me. So I appreciate you guys. Today's Thursday. I should be back tomorrow. The schedule I try to keep to, as always, is my Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, going from 9 a.m. to noon with our that's Eastern time zone with our D&D writing, and then from 1 to 4 p.m. is when we try to do some video gaming. Like I said, I should be back tomorrow, and then next week, like I say, I should be here Monday and Tuesday. But I'm unfortunately not going to be able to be here Thursday or Friday. You know, talking about work, I have to be out of town for work, for stuff. My skills are needed elsewhere, so I will be away the second half of next week. But I should be here for the first half of next week, so we can still hang out and do some streaming then. So yeah, so hopefully I will see you tomorrow. If not, I'll see you later this week. Oh, if you want to get notifications about when I'm going live, obviously you can follow on Twitch. But then also I have my Discord server, and I also have Twitter. And I make sure to put announcements up about when I'm going live and all that kind of stuff. So you can follow me those places. I know, honey, I know. Just a minute. Just so needy, so demanding. Yes, you are. You're very needy and demanding. But yeah, so that's what I got. So yeah, I can't say it enough. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. If not, have an awesome weekend. Whenever the next time I do see you, though, I'm looking forward to it. And that's what I got for you. So have a good one. Take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you cats on the flip side.